funny things that you think's funny aren't funny.
Give me cocks all the time. I want cocks all over me.
The Alan Cox Show kicks ass, man.
Welcome.
Show me what you got.
You're not going to see a lot of cocks on TV.
Alan Cox from the Alan Cox Show.
I don't know what it's about you, but I can't even stand your voice.
I think you're the biggest asshole alive.
It's going to be a great show.
Let's kick it. I'll say kick it, and you'll just kick it with a tasty groove, okay? 1, 2, 3, kick it. Kick it. Come on. God damn it. Put you one time. Kick it. What the?
Alan Cox.
Here we go. He'll ad-lib. He'll be fine.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS.
Oh, what's going on, gang? Hi there. Good afternoon. Greetings. Now, welcome. My name's Alan Cox. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Rob Anthony's right over there.
What's up, man?
Jess is out today, which means, we've got to get our winners, Rob.
That's right.
Right? I have a lot of things to give away today. In fact, I have one more giveaway than I had yesterday. We announced that big Black Label Society show this morning that WMMS presents this fall. Jacobs Pavilion. I'm a huge Zach Wilde fan. I know a lot of this audience is. So I will have those later on today around 5:10. But a lot of other things. That's less troublesome than me blindly answering phone calls, Rob.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Because you never know what's going to happen there. Sometimes I feel like doing it, sometimes I don't. But we'll see how we feel. Irrespective, I will give you the phone numbers. Those are 216-578-1007. As always, I would recommend using them in that exact order. I don't know what happens otherwise. Or 800-348-1007. You can send me a text. The number is 35192. What else? Alan Cox Show. That's the website, alancoxshow.com. You can email there. You can watch the YouTube channel. What am I missing? The iHeartRadio app, did I mention that? It's free. I'm pretty sure, right? Do we start charging for that?
Oh, I mean, you can pay for it. No one does, but there's some option where
you can't really?
pay. Yeah, there's like a iHeartRadio Plus.
Oh, really? What do I get if I pay for it?
It works.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you can use it, and it actually does what it's supposed to do.
Oh, well, I may do that then.
Yeah.
Because, of course, when I post this program, it will go to the app, and then I will check on it later on, and then I will post it to the Alan Cox Show Facebook page. I have to do that manually from the app. And so when I do that, I'll make sure that it kind of sounds okay, whatever. I'm just now, would they get any extra hidden content from us if they were paying?
Oh, no.
Like, do we drop little Easter eggs?
No.
I would think I'd know, but who knows?
No. I think it's like the other things too. Like if you pay for it, you can listen to whole albums and stuff. I don't know.
Okay.
But I know there is a premium subscription you can get.
I see. Well, maybe I'll look into that. Hey,
if it was free to employees, I'd look into it. You gotta pay for it. You out of your mind.
Yeah, listen, though. I'm neither a borrower nor a lender B, Rob. There's a reason why neighbors never ask me if they can use any of my equipment. They never, hey, can I use your lawnmower? No. Hey, can I? Now, mind you, this has never happened. I've never been in a situation where I had to tell somebody no. But if they did, rest assured, I'd be like, no, I'm sorry. Hey, can I borrow your? And of course, my implements are all electric, Rob, so they'd have to borrow the batteries too. Some people don't want to do that. Hey, can I borrow your blower? I'd say, nah, I don't think so. I don't feel comfortable doing that. But you go get one of your own, and then you won't have to borrow anybody's, right?
Then everybody's happy.
I cast my mind back to apartment living. And there was always one or two neighbors that would knock on your door for stuff. At least where I lived. Maybe I had the poor fortune to be in that situation. Now, some people are very, very open and welcoming to their neighbors. Right? They live in an apartment. I kept to myself. And so if somebody came a-knocking, Rob, I'd say a-knocking just to be folksy. If somebody came a-knocking, I would look out the peephole. And then I'd go, yeah. And they'd be on the other side. You have sugar? I said, no, I don't have sugar. What am I in here? What am I running a restaurant? No, I don't have sugar. I'm a single guy. I'm living in this. I don't have sugar.
I just love that you even entertained answering the door. What are you, like,
well, they
nuts?
are. Well, they are neighbors. They are people
so
who
what?
live on the other side of the wall. You know, if you're in a house, your neighbor, there's a lawn, and there's your own home, and then there's windows, and then there's their own. If you're living in an apartment, you know, these are people who are living on the other side of the wall, right?
That's even more reason to respect your space and stay away.
When they take a dump upstairs and flush, you hear it. And so, yeah, if somebody came knocking and said, could I borrow something, I would either pretend that I was dead, and or I would I'd say I don't have any sugar. I use molasses here, not syrup.
They'll never knock again.
Never knock again. Hey, the first spring meteor shower starts tonight. I'm a sucker for these meteor showers. There's no other way to put it. To see these celestial bodies, Rob, streaking across the sky. Streaking is something that here on terra firma, unfortunately, has really fallen out of favor. Occasionally you see them, but back in the day, if there was somebody streaking a sports event or something, they'd let them, they'd let them kind of get a head start. And then they'd go out and grab them. Now, they full on, the athletes get into it. You're really taking your life in your hands if you streak now, right? All the fun has been sucked out of it. Because back in the day, it really, even if it was a grown-ass man, it was essentially like a fraternity prank. You're running around naked. There's no harm done. There's nothing like that. Well, now you have these things where people are doing it to get on television. And you have networks and multi-billion-dollar media and sports properties that don't want any fun getting in there that they can't monetize. And so they have people full-on tackling these friggin' streakers rather than letting them get their yah-yahs out. And they're not worried about, the kids. Well, we don't want the kids to see somebody's wiener. They don't care about kids. And so you let these streakers run around. Anyway, Rob, down here is no fun. You look straight up tonight, and there's things streaking across the sky. That's the fun part.
Much less meats and cheeses, though.
Far fewer meats and cheeses. Yeah. That is true. Yeah. Well, I don't know what these things are made of. Is
celestial
there a chance?
Meats.
Well, yeah, that's up there on State Road, I think. They're in Parma, right? Isn't Celestial Meats? It's over. It's like PV and State. There's a CVS. Barcode is over there. I'm pretty sure Celestial Meats is in that little strip mall.
And cheeses.
Meats and cheeses. Celestial Meats and cheeses. The Lyrid meteor shower, the first meteor shower of the spring. It will peak tonight. Why do I always why do they always publish these on the day of the peak? Hey, it's going to peak tonight.
Because that's probably the most exciting time, right?
Yeah,
That's when you're getting all of it.
Yeah. And then it'll kind of peter out for another week. But they're going to stay visible for the next week. They'll peak tonight. These are comet particles, right? These things have... I was reading a thing the other day where they were talking to people who study this kind of stuff. And they're like, if you're getting the sense that we're having an increase in meteors, you're not wrong. We just don't know why. They're like, we don't know why, or at least they can't agree on what is causing this increase in these things streaking across the sky, as it were. And if they don't know, we're certainly not going to know. So there's an uptick in the frequency of fireballs is what this one article said, that they can't figure out what it is more than usual. Right? The day of, was it opening day? What was it? Not opening day. What was the day? The St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
When there was that sonic boom because that giant thing broke apart over Ohio. Everybody was flipping out. Right? Out in your neck of the woods, Medina was part of that debris path.
Right. Yeah, people are still in the parks, like, walking around.
Are they really?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think they're going to find?
I think people are convinced they're going to, like, find a billion-dollar treasure of...
Come on.
The thing I couldn't understand is if there were pieces, like they were talking about legit-sized pieces that fell across Northeast Ohio. Mm-hmm. There was no reports of damage. No one was like, hey, this gigantic boulder just flew through my window or destroyed my car. Like you read no stories about that.
Like Stephen King in Creepshow.
But how is that
Where he goes
possible?
to inspect the meteor and it turns him all green and hairy.
Right, but how is it?
How is it that not one of these sizable chunks hit somebody?
But even a small piece would have caused a ton of damage at that speed.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's not one person in the ER with like, hey, I got this piece of meteor stuck in my ass.
Uh-huh.
Nothing. I don't know how it works. But they're all over these fields in Medina and that area.
Meteor cheeses.
Meteor cheeses.
Out there on State Road. Could these people be covering it up?
Maybe it's all.
Could they be sequestered in black site hospitals and they've got giant like holes in their head or something because they got hit by little meteor pieces?
It's a distraction from the bird thing. It's reminding you that birds aren't real.
Yeah.
Launching meteors at us.
Yeah.
Huh.
Take that, people of Earth. Ooh, I got a break. Hey, I got more money for you at 2:30, 30 past every hour. We're back on it with the Buzzard Bookie. So every hour somebody gets a grand. I got a text yesterday during the show from one of our listeners who won. I forget which hour it was. It might have been that last one at 5:30. They were like, oh, my God, I won the money. Thank you so much. I don't know who it was, but they know who they are, and congratulations.
It's Richard something. He's in the chat. Said he won $1,000.
Oh, beautiful.
So
okay,
congratulations,
well, congrats,
Richard.
Dick. 2:30 is going to be that next keyword for you to try to win coming up.
It's the Alan Cox Show.
Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app.
Or whatever smart device you have.
Just tell it to play the Alan Cox Show on iHeartRadio.
Leaking water heater.
Just call sales. Just call sales.
Brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Progressive can help you protect your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, and RV, and more. And if something wasn't mentioned that you had in mind, find out if it can be covered at Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE, because it probably can be.
Hey, it's Alan for Window Nation. So we were just talking about, the meteor shower tonight, right? And today, yes, it's a little chillier than it has been, and those temperatures still gonna kind of be in the low 60s. There aren't any 80-degree days coming up. However, this is the perfect time to take stock of the windows in your home. There might be a couple you thought about replacing, maybe in one particular room, right? There might be a bunch of them. Either way, the more you buy, the more you save this month with Window Nation. High-end, custom-fit windows from Window Nation. They're easy. They're affordable. I have them in a Casa Cox. They've been in there for a good decade and haven't had one problem with them because they're expertly installed. Lifetime warranty. You can save up to 50% on all your windows and get them for 0% interest for 5 years. A+ across the board by people like me, by the Better Business Bureau, and you're going to love the way they look too. If you talk to somebody, give them my name, say Alan Cox told me all about it. The more you buy, the more you save. 0% financing on your order, no matter how big or small, for 5 years. It'll end soon, though, so get yourself a free, fast consultation at windownation.com.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines.
There's another thing. Then a third thing happens, and it's a bummer because you kind of just want him to keep doing that middle thing. It's all very frustrating.
The Alan Cox Show.
WMMS.
Somebody texted me in the break that most of the fallout path from that meteor on St. Paddy's Day was empty farm field. They said only one person in recorded history has ever been hit by a meteorite. I mean, that sounds like a wild statistic if that's true. I don't have any evidence to the contrary, obviously, but imagine that. Oh, well, because for a lot of them, like, obviously burn up in the atmosphere, but
or they got hit and exploded and never reported it.
Right. They got hit in the cranium. They were like, did anything happen to you? No.
Nope. Fine.
Yeah, that old Schimmel joke.
Yeah. I lived to tell the story.
The man fell. His chute didn't open, and he lived to tell the tale. Yeah, I heard about that.
I'd love to hear that story.
Hey, how about those Cavaliers? You want to hear a great story? Your Cleveland Cavaliers up 2-0 in this first round here of the NBA playoffs, 115-105 over the Toronto Raptors. Games 3 and 4 will head up north. That is Thursday night, 8 o'clock, and then Sunday afternoon at 1. So they will not be back here in Cleveland until Wednesday. 1 week from tomorrow would be Game 5, should it go that way. And so, sorry.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
Doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm just helping, man. I'm walking you through this.
Thank you.
I'm your dude, man. I'm here for you.
Okay, thank you. I will have more money here for you in about 6 or 7 minutes.
6, 7!
Courtesy of the Buzzard Bookie. We were on the air about 10 minutes yesterday, not into the show, but for about 10 minutes, we were talking about what was happening at Valley Forge High School yesterday. Happened shortly before we came on the air. There was a student who had killed herself in the cafeteria a little bit after 2 o'clock, and it was about 20 minutes later where I started getting dribs and drabs of texts from people. I think it started with Adam in Parma. And obviously, I always feel weird going on the air with something like that because I can't independently confirm it. But even when we went to a break, Rob, you and I were both trying to find any corroboration of this online. There was nothing for a good 10 minutes. So we were getting information from like listeners whose kids went there or parents. Our friend Leslie, her adopted dad, is a teacher there, and they were all confirming this. It was a good 10, 15 minutes before anything was online. Apparently a buddy of mine teaches there, and I didn't even know that. And I knew that he was a teacher in Parma. I didn't know that that's where he taught. And he knew this girl, I guess. She was very happy about a new piercing or something that she got. And so this girl, and again, there's a lot of, BS on social media about it as well. It happened on the anniversary of the Columbine mass shooting too. I don't think that was coincidental. I think I don't know that the inference is that it was coincidental. But they have closed the Parma high schools, I think, today and tomorrow. But a female student there in the cafeteria, self-inflicted gunshot wound. And then they said they took her to Metro Health, and she was pronounced dead. But I'm always curious if that's just a formality. Do they take them to the hospital even if they're already gone, just to kind of pronounce them dead, to go through that whole thing? I don't know how that works.
I think they could be dead on arrival. I think if they got there and there was a pulse or they were able to somehow...
Like a very weak pulse?
They would have transported her. But I'm sure if they went in and she was clearly deceased, they would have said it. I would imagine. I think.
Yeah. So very, very sad, obviously, for that girl's family. And sad for that community. But again, this is best case scenario is a really, that's the wrong way to put it. But just, in an age of school shootings where these stories are usually coming with multiple fatalities, I'm glad that wasn't the case here, I guess. They pretty quickly determined that it was kind of isolated to that situation and that person, and that there was no ongoing threat. But even if you're in school and you hear a single shot fired, I'm sure you're going to freak out.
Well, and you were hearing there were. I mean, I read you a quote from a kid that turned the corner and saw it. You know what I mean? So those are like that's the stuff, right? Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be this massive thing for it to be a traumatic event.
Right.
You know, it's you don't forget that kind of thing, man. That's just, and listen, at the end of the day, obviously she had some issues. They said they were kind of talking about the Columbine kids in a positive way. So there was obvious signs to some of this stuff with her, but at the end of the day, some parents lost a kid. That's just the thing that I keep thinking about. Thankfully she didn't do anything else and didn't follow suit with those, people she was talking about. But man, I mean,
it's awful
still
for
a
that
kid.
family.
Yeah, you know, and it's awful for all the kids that are involved in it, and the teachers. I mean, you don't forget that kind of thing when you see that.
So Valley Forge and Normandy are both closed today and tomorrow. I think tomorrow is a staff-only day, and they point out, of course, they have grief counselors and crisis support teams and things like that. But, I mean, I have to tell you, I was surprised at how long it took for any of that information to make it online. Because that's usually where you go now. You'll go to social media, you'll see a couple of dribs and drabs of people talking about it. But we benefited, obviously, from our audience just sending us information.
Right. Yeah, we had there was quite a few touch points. I couldn't believe how many people kind of had inside information on that. Just reaching out to us and saying, hey, this is what's going on.
Well, listen, Rob, Parma is the 8th largest city in the great state of Ohio. And I'm sure that's indicative of something. Doctors have to pronounce death. EMS can't do it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, listen, that was kind of my question is I don't know, even if somebody is dead on the scene, if they're required to take them and go through that process or, But yeah, it's a terrible situation, like you said, not only for that individual family, but for, friends and colleagues or whatever. I don't know. Did you know that speaking of the great state of Ohio, did you know that we're in a drought?
Wait.
State of Ohio. Well, I was reading that there are only 5 states in the United States right now that are not technically experiencing drought. There is a U.S. drought monitor, and that ahead of summertime, there are a lot of places around the country that are going to be instituting strict water use rules. This is the beginning of the end. The water rationing, right? This is when the water wars will start, Rob. And so just because we're on one of the Great Lakes, just because we're on this massive freshwater resource, doesn't mean that we'll necessarily be spared. Coast-to-coast drought is what they're describing here. 61% of the United States is in a drought, highest percentage in some time. 45 of 50 states. Only states that are not technically in drought are Alaska, North Dakota, Michigan, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. Congratulations,
yeah, baby,
Rob.
roadie repping.
Well, it's so small. You turn on a tap on one side of the state, you can fill up a glass on the other side.
Stop being a size queen.
There are all kinds of states around the country in anticipation of what is expected to be a very, very extreme summer weather-wise. In South Texas, people are promoting reusing water from sources, and this is where we're headed, right? Reusing water from sources like humidifiers. No problem there. Leftover tea and water from boiled eggs. That's at the South Texas Botanical Gardens.
Just how many people are boiling eggs? You're going to have to reuse your boiled egg water.
I boil a lot of eggs.
How
Rob.
often?
I eat a lot of hard-boiled eggs.
Okay? Oh, don't leave that pot on the stove, please. That's my water for my egg boiling. I do that daily.
Well, I use the same water until the water turns dark brown, and then I go, all right, I'll rinse it out.
I mean, technically, you could just keep using it, right? Because the the shell protects the egg. You can boil it in anything you want.
Oh, no. I peel them and then hard boil them.
Then you boil them. Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
So basically, you're poaching them.
Well, it's a big mess. It's a big mess.
Right.
My egg salad sandwiches are just ghastly.
Yeah. They
taste delicious.
Sound interesting.
I had hard-boiled eggs at brunch over the weekend, and they were delightful. I should say, it's not hard-boiled eggs, sorry. Deviled eggs, Rob.
Oh, delicious.
Yep.
I love a deviled egg.
3 eggs, split in 2, 6 halves, a little paprika, a little, what's the little green that they put on deviled eggs when they get all hoity?
Parsley?
Not parsley. It's not cilantro. It's, I don't know what it was. And a little bit of bacon crumbled over top.
All right.
Oh,
all right. Did they use the horseradish in
take
with
one
the,
to the face. Oh, hells yes.
Yeah,
Take one
delicious.
to the face. They bring it to you in the little, egg tray.
Some mustard?
Ah, so good.
Oh, fantastic.
One Arizona town is warning its residents could officially run out of water by July. A town of 2,000 people is asking residents to conserve. The most frustrating thing, if you ever spend any time out west, are these cities where they're asking the hoi polloi to conserve their water. You move a little bit further out, and you have these very wealthy communities in the desert, mind you. And we were in Sedona a couple of years ago, and we went out to see some of the vortices, and you'll go into these gated communities to get up to higher ground on this particular tour. And the hospital-sized houses, they have these deep, green, lush lawns, and they're making sure that the golf courses are watered. Whereas everybody further in is being told to conserve their water. Colorado, the Carolinas, Virginia, Texas, Florida, all impacted by drought regulations.
It's wild because it seems like it rains here every single day. Like, I cannot believe there's a drought.
But where does it go? I mean, if it doesn't go anywhere, if you're not able to reclaim that water,
I guess. I haven't been able to mow my backyard yet. Like, it's just mush.
Yeah. Multiple towns in Florida, they're enforcing lawn watering violations. The city of Raleigh, North Carolina, will implement water restrictions. And so, they have all these water conservation tips. Never pour water down the drain when there might be another use for it. Position your sprinklers to avoid paved areas. Now, those will go away, too. When this gets really bad, sprinklers will be the next big casualty, right? They won't let anybody water their lawns. And so take short showers instead of baths. Rob, when was the last time you took a bath?
Oh, it's been a long time.
Right?
But wouldn't you think like just running a shower for, 20 minutes is going to be more than taking a bath?
I don't know about that. I guess you could time it. Are you taking a 20-minute shower?
I don't know. I just threw a number, but
yeah.
I would say I'm 15 minutes, maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
To wash. Listen, it takes 5 minutes just to wash my mid-region.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant, yeah. Well, I try to get in and get out.
Do you?
Yeah. I don't want to really use that much water.
Oh, so you're actually thinking about that. I'll be honest. I don't think about that at all.
Oh, I do. I try to keep my showers to 90 seconds.
Oh, so you're getting everything really clean.
Oh, yeah.
Sparkly.
Now.
Washcloth.
Full disclosure, I try to keep them to 90 seconds. I do take 10 showers a day. So I don't know if that all... I don't know if
balances out.
Yeah, I don't know if that all evens out. I could probably conceivably be doing more harm than good. Take short showers instead of baths. I love this. Turn on the water only to get wet.
Yeah, okay.
And then lather, and then turn the water back on to rinse.
Taking RV showers. It's a big you take camper showers.
You got a giant bucket of water over your head, and yeah.
I'm not going to do that. Sorry, I'm not going to do that.
Avoid letting the water run while brushing your teeth. Now, I do that too. I turn the water off when I'm brushing my teeth. But anyway, I was surprised to see that only 5 states are not technically in a state of drought.
I'm surprised Hawaii isn't one of them.
I don't know. They're out there in the middle of nowhere, Rob. I don't know.
Just seems to me that
yeah.
Hey, we need some water. If only we were surrounded by it.
I don't fully understand. I'm sure that there's some data point that puts an area technically into drought,
sure.
Right? Like if there's a certain degree of rainfall or whatever. But Alaska, North Dakota, Michigan, Connecticut, and Rhode Island are the only ones that are completely drought-free.
Reppin' Rhodey. Yep.
But again, this is the beginning of it, and it was fun while it lasted.
Hey, goodbye, Earth.
Got $1,000 here for you. Smoke them while you got them. It's a chance to grab $1,000 from the Buzzard Bookie, so good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard Bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Grand. That's grand. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
I was digging into old ZZ Top last night. Remember $10 Man off of Tejas?
I do.
1976. I had this on vinyl. I don't know how the hell I had Tejas on vinyl, but I did. $10 Man was beginning a side, too. I was thinking of Billy Gibbons when he was talking about Prince. After Prince's legendary jam session, Prince was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2004. And if you've never seen Prince playing with Tom Petty and who else?
Everybody was up there. George Harrison.
George Harrison was inducted posthumously. He got in
I thought
that
he was
year.
there.
I don't think so. 2004, it was.
Okay, then.
Prince, ZZ Top, Bob Seger, Jackson Brown, Traffic. Jan Wenner got in for Rolling Stone. And they did While My Guitar Gently Weeps for George Harrison.
That's where I mixed it up. Okay.
Prince was inducted by Alicia Keys and Outkast in 2004. And Billy Gibbons was essentially like, I had seen Prince hold a guitar. I guess he never saw Purple Rain. I mean, that movie was 20 years before Prince got in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So maybe Billy Gibbons had never seen Purple Rain. Because that there was no doubt whatsoever that Prince was not only as amazing as Prince was, but a preeminent rock guitarist, right? He might have had purple frills on, but I mean, the thing was friggin' smoking when he put it down. So Billy Gibbons was like, I knew Prince had held a guitar, but it was after the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing. Although he did say, he goes, I really did start to pay attention to Prince because of that lick at the very beginning of When Doves Cry. Remember the guitar lick at the very beginning? Yeah. He goes, I heard that, and that was off Purple Rain, obviously. He goes, I heard that, and that's when I really started to pay attention to Prince. And so he kind of told this story years ago about when, after the Rock Hall induction or something, he went to this little restaurant, and Prince asked to speak to him, and he said to him, could you teach me how to play that riff at the beginning of When Doves Cry? They were talking guitars. He goes until like 3 a.m. And Prince was like, I fell ass backwards into that. He goes, I came up with it on the spot. I've never been able to recreate it. I would love to teach you, but I don't know how I did it. But Prince at the Rock Hall inductions in 2004 was a big, big deal.
He blew everybody off the stage.
Everybody. And so it was...
and opened the eyes to everybody that didn't know Prince. Like, whoa. And then he just walks off like it was nothing. I mean, you play Let's Go Crazy, like what he does in that song. He's just an incredible guitar player.
Jeff Lynne, Tom Tate has dropped some new music.
Was that Clapton on the right? Was he there?
I don't know. It was like one of the guys.
No, it's not him.
No, not Clapton. Forever Man. He was trying to break into Forever Man.
Yeah.
But they have dropped some new Prince called With This Tear. They're going to drop a Vault album. This was recorded in 1991, as a matter of fact.
Every day, writing about the things that we could do when you're paid.
He plays all the instruments on the album, by the way. Plays everything.
But all that went away was you. With this day.
I do like him when he rocks, you know?
That was all stuff he never wanted released either.
This is what I'm saying.
That's I don't know, it's a bummer to me.
He didn't want the wind chimes. But he's gone, and his family have bills to pay, I guess.
Yeah, there should be plenty of money.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you want to go see, well, you can't go see Pink Floyd. But Cleveland's own Wish You Were Here are a phenomenal Pink Floyd tribute act. They're on the Great Tour in the Sky 2026. They're going to play right here at the Agora. Friday, May 15th, just a couple of weeks away, in fact. AXS.com for the tickets and the info. You can grab these from me all week, though. So if you're a Floyd fan, there's always no shortage of tribute acts coming through. Wish you were here next month at the Agora. Caller 10, good luck. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
The Alan Cox Show
on 100.7 WMMS.
but rests its case.
Oh, that's my line.
Find Mirafiber today at your local retailer from the makers of Miralax. Mirafiber supports metabolism of carbs, fats, and proteins. Serving size is 4 gummies.
Autism isn't just one thing, it's many things. Autism is recognizing our strengths and not being defined by our struggles. It's meeting challenges, big and small, and inspiring a more equitable and inclusive future.
I hope I can turn you on.
216-578-1007 or 1-800-348-1007.
35192. Send me a text. AlanCoxShow.com. Email me there. And listen on the iHeartRadio app. If you listen to us from out of state on the app, tell me where you do that. Rob is a bureau chief down in New Orleans. Dan listens in Chicago, Illinois. Phil is in Valencia. Shane is in Hancock, Michigan. Cone listens to us in Fort Myers, Florida. Down there by Nervous Nellies, probably. Scott's in Sarasota. Mark is in Fargo, North Dakota. One of the 5 states not technically in a state of drought, Rob. Rhode Island being one of those other states, too.
Woo, woo.
I was listening to Crime Town at your suggestion.
What'd you think?
It's pretty good.
Pretty good, right?
I'm a sucker for mafia stuff, and I don't know why. All the kids I went to school with growing up were either Italian or Irish. I knew some kids whose, families were, connected, as it were. And I'm fascinated by that stuff.
Yeah, it's
that's about Providence.
It is.
Buddy Cianci.
And I started to listen to the one you talked about, and you were spot on. And it really does sound a lot like that other one I was telling you about.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my God.
Well, because we talk for a living, I'm not prone to listening to podcasts. I don't want to hear other people talk. I already do it, and chances are I do it better. But there are so many of them. I'll listen to a few comedy podcasts. I'll listen to Bill Maher. I'll listen to Conan. There are a couple of political podcasts I listen to, but they are conservative podcasts. I like to hear what's going on with the other side, Rob. And then there was one that was suggested to me, and I listened to it, and I was like, I know that I listen to it with different ears, right? Because this is this program is a specific thing. There's a specific sound that I want it to have. And a lot of podcasts, because the reason that there are so many of them is because there are no barriers to entry. There is no gatekeeping. Anyone can buy a cheap-ass microphone, put something together, upload it, and there it is. And a lot of these really sound like it. And there's no emphasis on storytelling. It's just people talking. And you don't know what's going on because they're all talking at once. And then they're over here. And then they're talking about something over here. And then I know we can do stream of consciousness, but we always bring it back, right? There's always a narrative thread. And so I recommended Rob listen to one, and I was like, tell me what you think, because maybe I'm being too hard on him.
No, you were
I didn't think
right.
I was,
yeah,
but I would like to get different ears on it.
And I only listened for about, I'm going to say, what's my drive home? It's 25 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
When I shut it off, the last thing I thought to myself was, well, what about that first thing you were talking about? Like, where was that? Like, where is that?
Oh, it's left.
Where did that guy
beyond.
go?
Yeah, right, yeah.
So then I may finish it so I know how to wrap up the episode, though.
Well, it's about 90 minutes long, and there's about 30 of it that's real interesting. So if you can distill that out of it, if you can kind of, if your mind can cobble those interesting pieces together, you get a good 30 minutes out of it.
But yeah, that Crime Town's a good one.
It is pretty good. But again, that's like a produced piece. You know what I
fully.
mean? Like,
could have been a TV show.
Yeah, there are so many things you can do to really make something kind of smoke in the audio space, as it were. But anyway, all the podcasts are available on the iHeartRadio app, including this one. Your Cavaliers take both games to open up this series against the Toronto Raptors They beat them last night 115-105. That's coming off Saturday's 126-113 win. So the Raptors are behind it. They have to benefit from a home team. They will go to play in Toronto Thursday night and then Sunday afternoon. So Cavs-Raptors, all the Cavs playoff basketball here on WMMS. You will get Guardians baseball tonight. I think they lost last night to the Astros. And so you'll get Guardians-Astros again tonight. 9-2 was the final yesterday. And I think the Guardians took 3 of 4 against Baltimore.
They did.
So they're still a little wonky. 6:10 tonight. We will dip out a couple minutes early, make way to get you to first pitch. Tonight, the second of 3. And then the Guardians will also be in Toronto this weekend. So in the same way that both teams were downtown last night, both teams will be in Toronto this weekend. So Guardians baseball tonight on WMMS and on the iHeartRadio app. And you can use the promo code FOOL for 15% off at CLEclothingco.com.
I think they're pitching Parker Messick tonight, too, who's like having an insane start to the season. He's 3-0 with like a 1 ERA. The dude is looking insane. So that's a good thing to see him out there and pitching as well as he is.
Well, especially talk about a career pivot. This guy, you might recall many, many years ago, had a television show called Parker Messick Can't Lose. And it was, his trials and travails as just a young ne'er-do-well. Just getting into some problems. Just getting into some troubles.
Was it Lewis?
Parker Lewis
Parker
Can't
Lewis.
Lose.
I couldn't remember what it was actually called.
Yeah.
Parker Lewis.
Yeah. There's an actor named Corin Nemec, and that was going to be his big launch into stardom. And the show was on for a few seasons. It was like their take on Ferris Bueller. And some people watched it, and then it kind of went away. But listen, what are you going to do? So, Guardians tonight. Have you been watching Jeopardy?
No, but I know that there's a lot going on.
There's a guy I haven't watched in a minute, and usually I'm watching all the time. I haven't watched Jeopardy in a minute. I turned it on last night, and the same guy is still on it. I'm like, holy Christ, this guy Jamie Ding, who has won about $750,000. He's a 33-year-old dude from, I don't know from where, California, something like that. 27-game streak.
Yeah, he's up to
So I think he's outdoing like Ken Jennings and Matt Amodio, who's from Medina, by the way. You know, those guys are like the legends of Jeopardy. And this dude, and he's very unassuming, and he's just kind of up there draining the boards on Jeopardy. But I was like, oh my God, that guy is still there.
He's up over $750,000, right?
Yeah.
Like 750,000 or something like that.
Because when they introduce them all, they're like, who's 27 game winnings? I'm like, oh man. So as far as champions go, I didn't miss anything. But I always feel weird for the other two people. You know, if you're a Jeopardy champion and you've got a couple of wins under your belt, somebody could come in and conceivably, listen, everybody has to lose at some point. Whether it's you just get a cold board or you make a bad wager or something. Doesn't go your way. But this guy, man, has been really, really... And it's not like he's gaming the system. Some of these guys, they bet huge. They all have their own kind of idiosyncrasies with how... Some of them prefer to, like, kind of game the board. This guy just knows everything.
Yeah, he's just wicked smart.
Knows everything.
Wicked smart.
He's wicked smart.
Dude's wicked smart.
And a full-on dork, like in the best way, right?
Oh, yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
I used to have a Twitch channel. But my thought is always, I mean, they run out of dumb anecdotes after a couple of games. And they even didn't allude to it. Ken Jennings basically opened the show with all of the things they've learned from this guy. You know how right before Double Jeopardy, they will interview each of them very briefly, Jenny Smith is a cartographer from San Luis Obispo, California, and blah, blah, blah.
Has 2 pet guinea pigs.
Yeah.
I heard you went hiking one time. Yeah, yes, I did, Ken. Well, what happened was...
Yeah, he breaks out into that.
Yeah, and this Jamie Ding guy is like, oh, man, we're going to need, off air, they're like, we need you to, like, talk to family and friends.
Start making stuff up.
Any crap that, I was 5 one time and a pigeon ate my toenail.
Something like that.
Well, you see, Ken, I have 2 phones.
What are they for? One's for the bitches and one's for the load. I've got 2 phones. One for the plug and one for the dough.
Uh-huh.
One for the bitches and one for the load.
Well, there was something we didn't know about you.
Oh. Line jumping on ring, ringing, Ken. This guy doesn't have plug or load or bitches. I don't know. That trap's jumping and I'm ringing. That's why they call him Jamie Ding. He's dinging. So yeah, but I was thinking once you get up into like you've been there for 3 weeks, the other 2 people who are against you, they're like, okay, I'm just happy to be here. Let's see what happens. Unless we get real lucky. The girl last night, it was 2 guys and a girl, and the girl just couldn't get anything going. She was like in the red up until the very end. So yeah, this guy's still on. But Matt Amodio, who's from Medina, he hasn't lived out there in a long time, but he's kind of like the regional Jeopardy bigwig.
Everybody wants to be the one to take them down too, right? I'm sure they don't go in intimidated. I'm sure each person, I mean, they're all smart. In order to get there, you got to be brilliant, right? So
yeah, absolutely. But I always feel for those people who get all the way to the televised Jeopardy, right? Because you got to go through a lot of test games before you get on Jeopardy.
Yeah, it's true.
And then you get there and you just crap the bed. Or you do, a couple people, like, if you're in the red, you don't even go to Final Jeopardy.
Well,
it's just 2 people, you know? It's like you get all that way, you're on Jeopardy, which by any measure is no small thing. Of course, you got to really be. But, or you've studied really well, you know.
How far out was this filmed? Like, how long ago?
I don't know.
That's the one thing that I want. Like it's obviously not happening in real time, but, I mean, was it within the last month, 2?
I don't think they shoot them that far out. I could be wrong. I don't know. Game shows, I think, right? Don't they? Actually, you might be right. They shoot them like all at once over the course of 2 months or something. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, a 33-year-old law student, and he's got a 27-game streak over there on the Jeopardy for people who pay attention to that.
Nerd alert! Nerd alert! Roughly 3 months in advance.
Okay.
So you can probably get a good, like if you know the Ding guy, you could probably get a good idea of how well he did based on how long he was missing work.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They say that they filmed the entire season over 46 days.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. And you got to keep it to yourself.
That's what I mean.
It's like the people who win Survivor. They can't tell anybody anything.
Jamie Ding hasn't been to work in 6 months, and the other guy's back the next day. You can probably figure out how it went.
Yeah. Hey, how was Jeopardy? Well, I'm here, aren't I?
Yeah, I can't tell you, but I left Friday and it's Tuesday.
Yeah. Can you use context clues, boss?
Yeah. Sorry. Let's just say I didn't crush it.
Well, let me put it this way. I just deposited a check for $3,700 this morning. How do you like them apples?
It ain't easy being a kid. Now look at what you gone done did. Whoa, it's time for Kids Corner. Kids Corner.
Hey, Alan. Love the show. I just wanted to say I just got out of school, and in health class, we had sex ed. I have never been more uncomfortable in my life in my own skin. I just wanted to tell you that, and it's my day. Hope your day's going good. Love listening to you guys. Bye.
Oh, Rob.
Take the wind out of that.
Youngin' coming out of school. Yeah, we just had sex ed today. I've never been more uncomfortable. Do you remember sex ed? We went to Catholic school, so they kind of tried to downplay sex ed, but they still had to do it.
Yeah,
and I had already been told everything. Like, my parents had explained everything to me, like, in the first grade, so it didn't freak me out. But sex ed, if you remember taking sexual education, yeah, people are snickering or whatever, but if you're sitting in the back of the class, would you like to come up to the board? No,
nope. I'm good.
Just fine.
I'm good back here.
Yep.
I'm going to tuck this thing into my belt buckle and walk to my next class in a few minutes.
Yep. But that young man, I assume young man? I don't know. It sounds young enough where...
Well, and if he's in sex ed, I would imagine he's on the younger side.
Yeah. But I mean, there's girls in sex ed too, so,
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
No, that sounded like
a young man.
Yeah. I got kicked out of my sex ed class right away. First thing, I don't know if I ever told the story. Miss August was our teacher. And I told you yesterday, I never remember names. Never.
Wait, that was her name, or she was like in Playboy? She was Miss August. Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No, Miss August, no.
Nobody's mistook her for a playmate?
No.
Okay.
No. Miss August, guaranteed, had a wife.
Okay.
It was a different.
She was a younger teacher?
Ish, probably mid-30s, I would say.
Okay. So
and
not in the
BS.
autumn of her life, as it were.
No,
Okay.
and she was the softball coach for the high school.
You're stereotypical.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
There was not a husband waiting at home for
No.
her. Gotcha.
No. And she started the class with, look, it's uncomfortable for everybody. I'm uncomfortable teaching it. Don't make it worse by asking stupid questions and laughing and making things worse. So everybody's kind of trying. And I knew as soon as I walked in, I'm like, it's over. I'm getting in trouble today. And she started to talk about the penis.
Yeah.
And she said, due to contrary belief, there is no bone in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I raised my hand, and she looked at me and she said, don't. And I said, I said, well, I have a question. And she said, Rob, I don't want to kick you out. Please don't. And I said, why do they call it a boner? And she just looked at me. She shook her head, and she just pointed at the door. And I got up, I walked out, I went to detention.
That's a legit question.
Now, I got kicked out for it. I knew what I was doing, obviously.
No, but it's not. That's still. She could have answered that question.
No, she did when she said, due to contrary belief, there isn't a bone in it.
Boner.
And then it said, so why do they call it a boner? Get out. So I went.
Why do they call it a boner?
I think because it's as hard as a bone, right?
Ah!
If you're lucky. And so I came back, and then I remember about a week later, they said, today we're going to watch the birth video.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember all the guys were like, oh, this is great. I mean, nobody at that point, our age said none of us have seen a real one. And I remember the thing coming on, and every single person in the room was like, yeah, dude, look, there's a.
Oh, no.
Oh.
This is taking a turn.
Oh, no. And that was the reaction everybody had in the class, and she just stood in the back. And I just remember that being, I didn't know what to do with myself at that particular moment.
It'd be like a high school rom-com where somebody's in the hallway walking past the closed door and hearing the kids go crazy and just nodding, going, sex ed day.
Yeah. This is the day they watched the birth video. It was, I still remember that being, like, vividly remember that moment.
Sure.
In school. It was just so bad. And I remember I think it was worse on the girls than it was on the guys.
They were
right?
terrified.
Because just petrified. Like, that's what I have to do. Like, if I want to have a kid, I have to do that?
Yeah.
I got to push that out of here?
Or a C-section.
Or, well, they didn't
My
show
mom
that.
had 4 of them.
We had, my mom,
well, that
too.
would have been really gory, but.
Actually, I watched Melissa. Callie was born C-section. Caitlin was normal. And
okay.
I think it was worse to watch the
normal,
regular
Rob.
Well, out of the, took the natural exit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think that was worse, honestly. Like if you're going to watch something perspective, because the doctor was like, do you have a strong stomach? And I was like, yeah. I just stood up and I looked over because there was a curtain,
Yeah, they
covering
put the
Melissa.
curtain by there, yeah.
And I just stood up and I watched them do the whole thing. I watched the incision. I watched them, they move all the stuff around. Then you see the sack and you see the baby in there. And it was awesome. It was fascinating, but it was far less gory than the natural one. The natural one was, I wasn't sure I could ever go back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously I did. I went for seconds, but I turned back around after I remember, and she was still on the table, and they were doing what they had to do. And I remember standing there and just going, that poor thing. Like, how do you that's just, I don't know how how is she still alive?
Well, that's why a lot of women demand that you do not look over that curtain.
No, this was
like you will never want to be in there again if you have.
Oh,
to
you're
watch
saying
this.
after the natural one?
Yes.
Yeah. There was no. I was on that end because I watched the birth happen, and
I got 3 kids. I watched all 3.
I just remember I don't know. I have a strong stomach.
Congratulations, Stacy. Too bad you can't keep the baby and give those stretch marks up for adoption. Teenage pregnancy, blood, poop, and ruined bodies.
Oh, that was the video we saw.
Could I be pregonate? How do I know if I'm prengan? What is the best time to
sex? to become pregnant. Oh, all valid information. There's Kids Corner.
Kids Corner!
Oh, thank you for the message, young man. Hey, want to go see the Strokes? That'll keep you out of trouble. You won't have to be looking over some operating room curtain if you go this route. Strokes drop some new music. They are going on tour, by the way. The Reality Awaits World Tour. Strokes are playing Blossom with Thundercat and Hamilton Lighthouser in the opening spots. It's Friday, June 19th out there. Ticketmaster's got all the details for you. If you want to check it out, be caller 10, and you will. Good luck. 216-578-1007. 800-348-1007.
The Alan Cox Show.
On our free iHeartRadio app and your favorite smart device. Just tell it to play The Alan Cox Show on iHeartRadio.
From the Universal Windows Direct Weather Center, WMMS Weather.
Rain late tonight, low 55. Tomorrow, becoming sunny with a high near 72. Then sunny Thursday with a high near 76.
This report is sponsored by Macy's. Macy's Friends and Family is the best time to shop because you get to take 30% off Macy's best designer brands and 15% off beauty and fragrance too. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply. Tomorrow at Macy's Friends and Family sale.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. What makes Mr. Hero so special? For starters, we've been a staple right here in Northeast Ohio for almost 60 years. The taste and quality of our food has customers hooked. Oh, and of course, the Roman Burger.
I crave the hero.
The Nissan Rogue. Pack it. Push it. Rev it. Rip it. Test it. Trust it. Drive it. Pick and take it. The 2026 Nissan Rogue. Built for all the noisy, crazy, happy chaos you can throw at it. Nissan. #1 in new vehicle quality. For JD Power 2025 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Wondering whether to have your home's air ducts cleaned?
Worried about mold, dust, and other contaminants?
Call Coit for a free, no-obligation in-home estimate.
Our certified professionals can help assure your family's indoor air quality.
Keep HVAC systems running smoothly.
Prevent dryer overheating.
And keep it simple.
Right now, save 35% with Coit plus loyalty rewards on future cleaning.
All absolutely risk-free.
And remember, it's not clean until it's Coit clean.
Hey, it's Doogie here. Spring is a time for new beginnings, and if you or someone you care about is struggling with sobriety or drug use, this could be your fresh start. For over 40 years, Glen Bay has helped people overcome drug and alcohol addiction and rebuild their lives. Call 800-234-1001 or visit glenbay.com. That's GLENBEIGH.com. glenbay.com. It's time to take your life back. This spring, choose a new beginning with Glen Bay.
April showers aren't slowing us down at Volkswagen of Streetsboro. Get storm ready this spring with a new all-weather Volkswagen built to take on anything the season throws your way. We're celebrating April with low prices across our entire lineup. Drive the stylish Volkswagen Jetta, the adventurous Tiguan, the versatile Taos, or the spacious Atlas, all ready for immediate delivery. Rain or shine, these deals won't last. Enjoy up to $5,000 over KBB for your trade and interest rates as low as 0.9%. And that's not all. Choose from our huge inventory of in-stock vehicles and drive home today. Visit Volkswagen of Streetsboro, conveniently located just off 80 and 480, or explore all our April offers at VWofStreetsboro.com. Hurry in. These April prices won't last long. Volkswagen of Streetsboro, where innovation meets excitement. See dealer for details or call 330-342-7000. Expires 4/30/26.
Choose your Big Tuesday deal at Romeo's Pizza. Pick buy one, get one free pizza.
Welcome to Impolite Society.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.
Vagina.
These two are finally doing some tour dates. Jake and Elizabeth are the Dream Eaters. I've played some of their stuff for a while. I emailed him a while back and I said, hey man, you guys got to figure out some dates. They were bartenders and they kind of blew up on social media. And they mostly do shows in and around Brooklyn. I said, you guys got to go on the road or something. You know, obviously that's a bigger consideration. And they finally set some dates. They're not coming here. No, they're playing Dayton in June. Somebody tagged me in one of their posts. They were like, I'll see you in Pittsburgh. They're doing Pittsburgh on June the 10th. I'll be at home in Chicago. That's the anniversary of my dad's death, so I'll be at home for whatever memorial mass there is. But I think they haven't announced it yet, but I think there might be a Chicago date in August. They're playing Cincinnati, doing a free show in Cincinnati on June the 13th at a place called The Comet. But again, Rob, I can't go on a show night. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're
not going to haul ass. I'm not driving 4 hours to Cincinnati. I love them, but I mean,
well, you got to do the the Pittsburgh date. That's probably your only.
I'm going to be in Chicago.
That's the same
June
day.
10th.
I thought you were saying okay.
That's the day of unless my
What about-
I don't know what my mom's doing, but I mean that's the anniversary of my dad's death. So there's usually a memorial mass. I got to go sit there in church and pretend like that's relevant to me. But it's for my dad. It's not, you know.
How far is Dayton?
From here?
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know, 90 minutes?
Oh, so they could do that date.
Yeah, but again, these are all on-show days for us. I'm not going to take a day to go see these guys. I mean, I love them, but.
I can't believe you emailed and asked about a tour. They finally
Dayton's
do a tour.
3
and
hours
like,
away. I should know that because we went to the Chappelle show. We went to go see Chappelle in Yellow Springs last summer. I should know how far away that
Well,
is.
if you took the day, you could go see Dick, have dinner with him.
Shut up, Rob.
And stop by the home.
I'm not doing that. No. Nope.
See, I'm surprised that you reached out to this dude and told him he had to tour. They finally tour and don't give you a Cleveland stop.
Well, I mean, they're not. I don't know how many people have been. They're not trying to accommodate me. He was just very. He's like, oh, thank you so much. I don't know the guy. I just.
That's what I mean. You're asking him for it.
Emailed him and said, hey, man, I think you guys do great work. You know, if you hit the road, let me know. And he was like, yeah, definitely. But whatever, you know.
Wonder how many of these markets have people playing those songs on the radio.
I don't know.
None.
Well, I don't know. That's neither here nor there. You know what I mean? I'm happy that they're out doing some gigs. I'm bummed that they're doing a free show in Cincinnati. I think they should be charging people for tickets, but who knows what the idiosyncrasies of the situation is. And again, that's not a lot of dates.
No.
They're doing Muncie, Indiana. They're doing Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, and Dayton. So they're not going too far. It's not like they're doing West Coast dates. And again, they're also not everybody's cup of tea. I'm sure there's people in this audience, anytime I play one of their songs, they think they're ridiculous, but I think they're really funny.
How far is Muncie,
and
Indiana?
There is a third guy in the band, too. But what's what?
How far is Muncie, Indiana?
Oh, God, Muncie, Indiana.
Is that far?
Yes, it's 4.5 hours from here. Yeah,
right.
That's like almost to Indianapolis if you're going to Muncie. Anywho.
All right, you're screwed.
They are on tour. About 5 or 6 minutes from now, I will have more tickets. Not tickets. I'll have $1,000 for it. You can buy tickets with the money. $1,000, courtesy of the Buzzard bookie. I will also have Black Label Society tickets for you later on. I couldn't tell you about it yesterday because they weren't announcing it until this morning. Then they did. You can go to WMMS.com. I'm sure we've got tickets you can register for there. But Black Label Society, Zach Wilde now always doing double duty because Zach Sabbath opens for Black Label, right? So you get double the Zach. And then a band called Dark Chapel. It's the American Crusade Tour, Black Label Society, WMMS presents. BLS. That is September the 13th at Jacobs Pavilion. So today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Black Label tickets around $510. Love Zach Wilde. Big fan.
I'm looking forward to seeing Zach Sabbath. Like, that's going to be a big one for me. Like, who else? You know what I mean? Like, what a great tribute to have him doing it. The guy that played with Ozzy for all those years.
Mm-hmm. Well, we saw him with Pantera last summer, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the day after Ozzy died, remember?
Oh, right.
It was the day after. Remember, the crowd was chanting.
The day after he died, right.
And then he took a hiatus from touring
I was going to say, because at the time, I was like, I wonder if they're going to cancel this Cleveland show.
Yeah, and he took a hiatus right after our show.
Yeah.
or maybe one more. I think they might have done one more after us, and then they went on a break. And then he came back, and because they had played Planet Caravan. The crowd was chanting Ozzy. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Still very fresh. I'm surprised he played that show, man. I don't know how you do it.
Well, the show must go on, Rob. And I'm sure they had already been paid. Alan, I finally got the Hissy Kits to come to Cleveland. Adam in Parma says. Is that true? Remember the Hissy Kits? The girls that dressed up like
cats.
You didn't like them?
No.
Okay.
I know you were loving them. It did not scratch me where I itch.
Gotcha. They will be at the Border Light Fest downtown. I don't know what that is. The Hissy Kits. Oh, there it is. The Hissy Kits at Ruby Ray's Hideaway. That's a local thing?
Sounds it?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of looking at this in real time here. Don't know. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Don't know. Alan, I had sex ed in the 90s, and I had to wear a book bag over my head for the rest of the lesson because I laughed, and that was my punishment. Why didn't they just ask you to leave? Just ask you to leave.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
Why they call it a boner? Get out.
But also, I'm surprised you were the only kid to raise their hand and ask a question like that.
Well, I don't know that I was the only one. I was the first one.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? I don't know what happened after I got kicked out, but I wasn't there for the rest of the day.
Nobody was going to follow suit after seeing what happened.
No, but it was again, it was a totally different time. Like, I mean, everybody was always in for the laugh. Like, people I don't think school is the same as it was. Like, when I talk to my kids, I'm like, do people still like do this, and this? Like, yeah, but they're like weird and like people, like they're not embracing that crap like they did when we were younger. Like people would laugh and they're like, everybody would laugh. And now I think it's more just like annoying. They're like, oh God, just shut up. We want to get the class over with. Let her talk. Let her teach.
I wonder if kids are any savvier about it though, too. I mean, again, I was coming from the perspective of somebody where that stuff wasn't taboo because I had been, given the birds and the bees thing when I was very young. So by the time we got into sex ed, I was like, yeah, it wasn't humorous to me, right? What was more humorous was the reaction of my classmates. But also by that time, I mean, when do you get sex ed? Fifth, sixth grade?
Like sixth grade, I think.
Okay, there you go.
6, 7.
Yeah. I don't remember it certainly wasn't uncomfortable for me, but I remember, obviously, it's an uncomfortable subject. And no small amount of snickering. But I wonder if kids are any savvier about it now. Like, where they're just like, I don't even think it was uncomfortable. I think it was just funny, right? Like, I wasn't uncomfortable by it. I wasn't like, oh, I can't believe they just said vagina. Like, I remember being hysterically laughing every time they would say something. Yeah, but isn't that just a nervous laugh?
No, to this day I'll laugh. Like, you say something about a penis and I start laughing now. I'm 47 years old. Never went away. That's where I think that's probably where it all started. See?
Areola.
I can't help it.
All right.
I made a living out of it.
Yes.
So take that, Miss August.
I love you. But please don't touch my vagina.
Tell me I can't make a living this way.
Don't tell me, ain't nobody gonna tell me. Yeah, you tell him.
Yeah.
Kid Rock.
He turned a whole life out of writing fart jokes and laughing about penises. So take that, everybody.
Miss August.
And guidance counselors.
You
and
should go
else.
exhume her from her grave and point and
I
laugh.
bet she's still alive.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because she wasn't that old. I graduated high school. It'll be 30 years next year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if she was in her she's 65, 70 years old now. She's probably still around. Still wearing tracksuits, coaching that softball
I mean,
team.
I guess in the 5th or 6th grade, at least for me, you couldn't tell. I mean, most of our teachers were nuns and they were in the habit. So that makes it real hard to tell how old they are, unless they're physically wrinkly.
Right.
But some of them, you didn't know if they were 25 or 60.
Did they have the partial face covering too? Like the sides of their faces?
Yes.
Yeah.
They just had the face coming. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But the lay teachers, the civilians, when you're young enough, you also don't know how old they are. When you get a little older and they go, did you know that Mrs. Vines was 70 when she taught us? You're like, oh, my God. I thought or if you have a teacher that we thought was probably 50 and she was probably 27 because we didn't know. They're not in there talking, they're not telling you much about their lives. Whereas now, I don't know if teachers are they try to keep it profesh. I guess to some degree they have to because the last thing you want to do is even have the whiff of impropriety now. You take a wrong step, somebody will, blow you up or make some kind of false accusation. I got money here, $1,000, 30 past every hour. You get a shot at one of these keywords, so you hope you win. Good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard Bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Rich. That's rich. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
Alan, in my 5th grade sex ed, this is Sarah, we watched a video about a girl getting her period at a sleepover. And in the morning, the mom made a uterus out of pancake batter to teach them about.
Yuck. Weird.
Can I get more syrup for my fallopian tubes, please?
God.
Over here.
Oh.
That's called the tree of life, girls. Well, okay, there you go. There's, you got to hook their attention. You got to figure out how to get their attention.
Not that way.
And I guess that's a way to do it.
No.
How was your sleepover, honey? Well, the uterus pancakes were a little undercooked, but
it was
other
great
than
till that.
It was really good until that. Yeah. I've got Brian.
Oh.
Now you're going to know this one, too.
I want you to be my acrobat. I want you to be my lover who could treat you cruel. And oh, Jenny, you were always someone's fool.
Now, my favorite part is he calls her Jenny.
Uh-huh.
Jenny.
That close enough.
The Elton John song, Oh, Jeannie.
Okay.
Brian goes with Jenny. Oh, Jenny. That was a good song. That was a huge hit for Elton John. And Bernie Taupin didn't write it. Another guy wrote it.
Is it early 80s?
It would have been probably, 80 or 81.
Okay.
He was only a few. His album was called 21 at 33. The significance was he had put out 21 albums by the time he was 33.
Wow.
He put out 3 albums in 1971 alone. So Elton John, very, very prolific. Song called Oh, Jeannie. This was, he was, he had to pretend he liked girls and whatever. He wasn't going to do a song called Oh, Jeff. So Oh, Jeannie was
Johnny.
the song. Oh, Johnny. I mean, but Brian goes with Jenny. I like that part.
I want you to be my acrobat. I want you to be my lover who could treat you cruel. And oh, Jenny, you were always someone's fool.
Yeah, there you go. Good song, man. Very similar to Daniel in the composition, right? Almost identical to Daniel, which was another great song.
Oh, Gina.
Maybe Jeannie was a guy. I don't know.
Gene?
Yeah, Gene.
He just wrote it that way on the liner notes.
Yeah, Jeannie. Gene.
Oh, Jeannie.
Yeah. So Brian does his own thing.
Step of my life was a bad dream, making my life that I had seen suddenly shiny and new.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. He does good work, that Brian. Alan, you guys were talking about Bob Kavoyan dying. We talked Bob and Tom show. Bob Kavoyan died. And that he was surrounded by his family there, and they put Beatles on for him, right? They said that he finally drew his last breath in the last strains of the song Golden Slumbers. That might be like a little poetic note from them. Who knows if that's really the way it went, but Ray out there in Willowick said you missed an opportunity to mention what song you would want played while you're on your deathbed, or what you want played at your funeral. I feel like we talked about that before. I don't know. I don't really put a lot of thought into that. Ray says he'd want Aerosmith played at his.
Don't want to miss a thing.
Even though that son of a bitch, Rob, he goes on to say, doesn't want to admit that they are the best band out of Boston.
It's because they're not.
The Jay Giles Band are the best band out of Boston.
Yes.
And probably Metallica in a classical format. So that's what Ray would want. I don't know. I've never really given it much thought.
Did he say which Aerosmith song or just Aerosmith?
He said, I would want Aerosmith played. So I infer maybe he would like a handful of songs played, right?
Let me pull out my big 10-inch.
Yeah.
That'd be the only one I'd choose from Aerosmith.
Yeah, no, I don't want a big to-do, so I don't know. I guess because that's left to the family to do that, right? I don't know that I'm going to have some kind of directive. Here's the music that I want at my funeral when I'll be dead and won't be able to enjoy it anymore. Like, who cares? Play music you like.
No, Dad wanted us to play a song from his favorite band, Piglet's Vomit. It was a metal band that was really, really big in the 90s.
Dad wanted us to play Castle Rat. They're really good. Somebody goes, hey, do you like Castle Rat? I'm like, I love Castle Rat. They're going on like Dead First at Sonic Temple. I'm like, I will be there at noon to watch Castle Rat. Let's see. Here's what I want played at my funeral. I'll just be lying there, Rob. And the mourners will be walking by, and they'll be...
Look at him. He looks so natural.
A single tear dropping. I'll be in my Norwegian black metal face paint. No, listen,
I'm painted up like a juggalo if you're going to do it.
I'm not going to be lying there in a casket.
No. Same.
Here's what I want played at my funeral.
Alan, Alan, Alan.
It's on a loop.
Alan, 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 Alan. Alan. Alan, Alan, A-L-A-N.
So no matter when you walk into the visitation, this is playing, just on a constant loop. They go, is this the Cox visitation? Oh, yeah, I hear the song. Yeah,
A-L-A-N, Alan.
And spelled properly, too.
Alan, 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 Alan.
Imagine there's two going on at the same time. It's the Smith funeral.
Alan, Alan.
Spelled the same way.
The last name is Alan?
Yeah.
Alan.
All right. Yeah, that's what I want at my funeral.
I think the only answer would be My Way from Sinatra, right? If you're going to have
Not
a
Limp
song,
Bizkit?
if you have to, if you have to play something, what better song to play than have the chairman of the board sing you out? Old Blue Eyes.
This one?
Yeah.
From Limp Bizkit?
I'ma let it all go out. I'ma stand up and shout. Yeah.
Hold on.
And this is it.
And now
the end is near. And so I face the final curtain.
So I face the final curtain. My friend,
I'll say it clear.
I'll say it clear.
I'll state my case.
I'll state my case.
Yeah, this is the one. I mean, if you're going to do it.
Which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full.
Catch me on the right day. This song will make me cry.
I mean, I guess you did do it your way, didn't you?
Everybody does.
Do they?
Yeah, whether you do it right or wrong, it's still yours. You did it, right?
I see. Yeah,
Whichever
maybe.
path you choose, it was your choice.
Yeah.
Regrets.
I did it under duress.
I've had a few, but then again,
I've had a few.
I banged Ava Gardner
and Marilyn Monroe.
And Monroe.
What I had to do.
Saw it through without
Monroe.
Wow. All right. Well, there you go. Now you know.
Yeah.
That's what Rob wants.
Well, it's not. I mean, I'm never going to have, like you just said, I'm never going to have that type of a ceremony. But if I did, that's the song to play.
Right. I want some Dimmu Borgir played at my funeral.
There you
Hey,
go.
do you like Norwegian black metal? Well, sure you do. 2 Hours to Midnight presents Dimmu Borgir. Named after a volcano in Iceland, I think. They're on the Grand Serpent Rising tour with Hypocrisy and Hulder. A lot of H's. AXS.com for the details. The show is going to go down Thursday night, August the 13th at the world-famous Agora. Oh, it's going to be a wild one. Dimmu Borgir is your headliner here. Get your face paint ready. Caller 10, good luck. These are yours. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
Alan Cox
Show. WMMS.
Buzzard Radio.
We got stuff you
If you struck out at that $1,000, next chance for you to grab some money from the buzzer bookie coming up at 4:30. And then 5:30 will traditionally be your last keyword of the day, and then we fire it all back up tomorrow morning with RMG. The Cavs go to Toronto with a good lead. They have won the first two games, round one here of the playoffs against the Raptors. 126-113 was Saturday. Last night was 115-105, so Toronto closing the gap there. But Cavs in a good spot. So the Raptors will have the next two nights in front of a home crowd to try to even it up. Thursday night, 8 o'clock is your tip-off there. And then Sunday afternoon, it will be next Wednesday when the Cavs come back for Game 5. But Cavs-Raptors here on WMMS and on the iHeartRadio app. Live from Scotiabank Arena in downtown Toronto. Toronto Raptors. So you'll hear it all here. The Raptors and the Maple Leafs play there at the Scotiabank Arena. Let's hope that they've melted the ice, Rob. Let's hope there's not a lot of slipping and slide code. I did like the footage of about 120 people who were trying to raid. These were animal rights advocates who were trying to raid a beagle testing facility outside of Madison, Wisconsin, right? Big college town there in Madison. Like a classic college town. Hippie kind of Madison, Wisconsin. It's like Ann Arbor, Michigan. Hundreds of protesters were trying to storm a beagle research facility. Now, I don't know what they're doing in there, Rob. They might be fitting them with lasers, for all I know. Say the beagles are being mistreated. And so they got the local law enforcement there, and they were shooting rubber bullets and pepper spray at them. Here's a local sheriff talking.
This is not a peaceful protest, and we will do everything and use every resource we have to keep and maintain the peace. There are 300 to 400 people actively trying to break in and hurt not only the Dane County Sheriff's Office deputies on site, but steal and take property.
This is not the first time they have tried to do this, by the way. A handful of people got in before. So I'm not sure. They must have alerted the local law enforcement. They're like, these people got through before. Ridgeland Farms. It's a beagle breeding and research facility outside Madison. It's called Blue Mounds, Wisconsin. And there's tear gas and hundreds of people. About 1,000 in all tried to gain entry on Saturday. Turned away by the police. It was a second attempt in as many months trying to get beagles out of there. And this facility, by the way, they've really got it set up because it's, they know what they're potentially in for. And so they have like a manure moat around the place, right? Always a sign of a place that's on the up and up.
Uh-huh.
Hay bales, a barbed wire fence. They know what they're up against. Some protesters did get through the fence, but they were unable to enter the facility, where they estimate about 2,000 beagles are kept.
Oh, man. I was hoping you just read that wrong and it was like a bugle testing facility. Like it was just like the chips. You're standing out there just trying out, make sure the quality control for bugles.
They're just standing out in the yard with them on their fingertips.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's like I have claws. It's like I have witch nails. Trying to check and see how opaque they are, with the sunlight.
Yeah, one can always hope, right?
No, beagles, not bugles.
Damn it.
Local activist Julie Verzeski said, I just feel defeated. About 3 hours into their incursion, no dogs had been successfully seized. Somebody drove a pickup truck through the front gate of the property, really trying to rescue these beagles. The last group of protesters actually got in the facility, and they took 30 dogs. They arrested about as many people for trespassing. The research facility has denied mistreating animals, but still paid a fine to the state to avoid prosecution on animal mistreatment charges. Yeah, you know how you pay a fine just to get them off your back when you're not doing anything wrong?
Yeah, when you're completely on the up and up, you just pay that fine anyway.
I don't know that there's anything, I don't know if there's any non-invasive animal testing, but Their website says no credible evidence of animal abuse, cruelty, mistreatment, or neglect at Ridgeland Farms has ever been presented or substantiated. And that's why we paid a fine to avoid prosecution. Right.
Just don't look too deep.
They're not really at the state level. I know at the federal level, they don't care, right? It's all frivolous lawsuits. But at the state level, they're usually not bringing charges against anyone if there is zero evidence. Anyway, I can't imagine this will be the last time they'll try to get in there, by the way.
No, you try like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
If you know that's happening inside of there, that's horrible.
I remember having a neighbor many, many years ago who had a beagle, which normally wouldn't be a problem except that we lived in a high-rise. And a beagle is a hunting dog. A beagle should be an outside. You should have a back 40 that your beagle can run around in. It's not a high-rise dog. And at the time, I would have given $1 million to somebody who would have taken those beagles to a testing facility and just gotten them out of the building. They just howl all night. Like, why would you have a beagle in a high-rise? I mean, you can make a case for maybe not having any kind of pet in a high-rise, but I had a dog at the time. My girlfriend and I at the time had a dog, and I would have to take her down 19 floors to walk her every time I had to walk her. That's fine. Willing to do it. But these beagles right next door just howl and howl.
Yeah, I dated a girl whose family had a beagle. Pudge was his name. Great dog, but yeah, man, they howl. Yeah, nonstop they howl.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just that there's no confusing the beagle sound, right?
Nope.
They all sound the exact same.
Yep. And they live a long time. Some animals, they don't have a long life. I mean, you can get 20 years out of a beagle. It's a lot of sleepless nights. Alan, there's a place here in Ohio that does animal testing. They had a bunch of beagles there when I did some construction work there about 20 years ago. Alan, could it be a typo? Could it be bagel testing? I mean,
could be.
They're not spelled the same, but hence the typo. Yeah, maybe. You've got us all wrong. This is a facility that tests bugles, the snack, and bagels, the food. Delicious. Now you can run into similar problems if you pull up to this place, manage to traverse the manure trench, and try to put it in order for an everything beagle. That's going to be a problem for you.
He said no cream cheese.
No! That's not cream cheese.
Extra beagle parts.
Mm-hmm. That's right. I didn't realize, somebody sent me this, I didn't realize that Sean Hannity was still around. Sean Hannity is still a thing.
Oh, yeah.
And Sean Hannity, should come as a shock to no one, like most of MAGA, has chosen Trump over Jesus. Trump's been going back and forth with the Pope, and Sean Hannity has predictably chosen his side, and it is not the Pope. Sean Hannity said that he is quitting the Catholic Church. Now, listen, I did it 30 years ago. There's no shortage of good reasons to renounce Catholicism. And as we know, MAGA doesn't mind pedophilia, so that part of Catholic history was not going to send them running to the hills. But when the leader of the church starts schooling Donnie dementia, they bail very easily, very easily. And I guess that's what Sean Hannity has done. Now, mind you, nobody asked him. I didn't even know he's still around. Nobody asked him.
So he's completely given up on his religion because of Donald Trump?
Well, the MAGA people are always like, Jesus is my king, Trump is my president. They've always been lying. Trump is their God. They treat him like God. They've always been lying about the whole, he's not. That is the actual Trump derangement syndrome, right? Is they will pick him over anything, or family, friends, Jesus.
That's just very surprising to me.
It surprises me 0%. That Sean Hannity would go, the Pope is wrong, Trump is right. Okay, cool, man. The trouble is, you have completely given up any moral high ground you might have wanted to claim for yourself with respect to the Pope, who, if you are Catholic, you believe fundamentally that the Pope is infallible in matters of faith. Not in everything, of course, but if you are a practicing Catholic, as the vicar of Christ, as the bishop of Rome, right. as the highest ranking member in the worldwide Catholic Church, that he is fundamentally infallible on matters of faith. That is the belief if you are a Catholic.
Kind of his thing.
It's kind of his thing. And Hannity has cast his lot with Grandpa Pudding Brains. As of today, he said, I no longer consider myself a Catholic. All right, well, there you go.
Catholics everywhere.
Sure, Pope Leo's really
mourn.
bummed out about that. But now, listen, in better news, I was looking at an artist's rendering of something that they're talking about putting in Cleveland. A couple who spent some time, I guess, in Copenhagen or something. They either live there or they travel there. This couple who is passing around this artist's rendering of a called the Saunagoose. Sorry, I got that wrong. Saunagoose, which is something in overseas. It's like a Scandinavian sauna complex. Did you see the artist rendering for this?
No.
There's something overseas called the Saunagoose. Sauna being your root word there. A Scandinavian-style sauna complex that they want to plan for the riverfront down there in the flats, the edge of the Scranton Peninsula across the river from Tower City. Be the first one of its kind in Ohio. And they've got big plans, which, listen, I think anything you can do to I'm always somewhat skeptical of these things, but listen, I try to be glass half full, right? They've got a dream. They want to see it realized. And it includes, theoretically would include hot tubs and private saunas and cold plunge and all kinds of stuff, right? Now, my favorite line in the write-up of this is that, these two had traveled to Germany and Copenhagen, a place like that. I had a friend that lives in Copenhagen, lived there. He was running for a while when Vice News was a thing, when they still had an office over there. He was running Vice in Copenhagen. I always meant to get over and see him, never made it over there. Still never gone. But these people traveled, and they loved the concept of the Danish sauna experience. The icy bath, the hot plunge, the essential oils, Rob, something you refer to as towel choreography. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite line in the write-up is, but this is Cleveland. So they will also invite food trucks.
Oh, good. Good. Yeah.
Install a cafe and throw in some fire pits for hey, listen, you got to know your audience. We're like, hey, here's something really cool we want to try here. You'll be really, really relaxed. But because it's Cleveland, we have to put food trucks outside. Want a sauna and a taco? Yum. So I say best of luck to them. But this is Cleveland is the best part of that whole write-up. Well, we also have to have food trucks and a bar. But they're planning on this being in the fall. So we'll see.
That's so funny.
Saunagoose to open down there in the flats. I'd go. Hell yes, I'd go. I think the overall benefits of those kinds of things are wildly overstated. But as a relaxation technique, they're dynamite. I would go to a sauna complex, Rob. We can do a show trip to the Saunagoose.
I don't like the shared space.
Ah, come on.
I get it. I know what you're
saying. We'll get in there. When we were on this East Coast road trip, we went out to Boston. We stopped off in the Poconos, and this little collection of cabins we stayed in, they had out back, they had a giant barrel sauna. And you sat in there, and there was a timer. They had a literal hourglass. And they had a giant column of hot rocks. You would turn the heat on, hot rocks, and next to it was a little shack with a sink and running water, and that's where you would put your clothes or whatever. And then you'd bring in a giant wooden bucket with like the ladle, and you'd put the water onto the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd steam yourself in this giant barrel sauna.
Spend a lot of time in there?
Well, it was me and my wife and my kid. A lot of those saunas are essentially like endurance tests.
Yep.
Hey, let's see how long. But I do like a good sauna. When we were at WMMS was out in Independence, the gym that was in our building out there was a sauna in the back. And I used to go in there a couple times a month.
Really?
Like a good sauna. Get a good schwitz, boy. Yeah.
But then you never know who's going to join you.
I don't care.
I do.
I'm doing my thing, man. I'm in here to get a good sweat.
Yeah.
What's the matter with that?
I don't know. Yeah, Carmen shows up. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, so what? So we're going to have a conversation. Let's get a good sweat, bro.
Nude, almost.
You got a towel around you?
Ish.
Okay, so let's sit in there nude. What do I care? What do I care? We're all rocking the same stuff.
It's true.
We're all there, huh?
Different versions of it, I'm sure, but yes.
Well,
I see your point.
But we're all there to get a schwitz, to have a good time.
Yeah.
Don't, Rob, when they open this thing up, don't make me take Carmen Angelo to this thing.
I think you should.
Huh?
I think he'll already be there. You don't have to worry about taking him.
We'll get a good sweat.
Hey, is this where they're having the sweat? Say, sweat and marinara.
I was going to say, we're going to get a sweat going. I go, what's the red stuff all over the floor? Oh, my God, he wasn't kidding.
I'm bleeding marinara sauce.
Sweat marinara.
Hey, olive oil.
Grab me a piece of garlic bread. I'll take them. I'll do it.
I love them.
Oh. So I really hope that this works out. You know, I
It
know
sounds like a good time.
People always have like big plans for things they want to do, and my thought is always, cut your plans in half, and that's closer to what you'll end up with. But they've got the artist's rendering, and every journey begins with the first step.
It really is funny that they had to Clevelandize it. Yeah, food trucks will work.
Well, I like that they're being self-aware. I think all these people are like, I'm going to shoehorn this into Cleveland because it's where I live, rather than, well, we really want to do this because we think it's cool, but we also know where we're doing it. And so, and it's not like there aren't people who would patronize a place like this. There's tons of people who do that, So we'll see.
Yeah, I'd probably go.
Uh-huh.
Just have to wear like a body condom.
You'd be like Leslie Nielsen in The Naked Gun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't have a problem with a schwitz. It's a good time, boy. You get a good
I just
sweat
don't
going.
like the
Then you come out into the cool air, and it's great.
I just don't like all the shared anything, really. People are gross, man. I just
You don't like a hot, sweaty communal experience?
No, I really don't.
You don't want to go to a bathhouse?
I've never been.
Oh, well, listen, there is once you kind of traverse into certain territory, there's an expectation of possibly some homosexual activity.
Right.
But all you got to do is give them the high sign and go, it ain't me, man, and then they move on to something else. If you're in that environment, right? But it doesn't have to be that.
Well, what if you do the wrong sign and all of a sudden you got a problem on your hands? You're saying just give them the high sign. What if the high sign's exactly what they want?
Then I would use my words, and I would say, no, thank you.
Well, it's going to be hard to use your words if you never mind.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing down there? Nothing. I'm mopping up all this marinara. All right. Well, listen. What's happening?
What just happened?
I'm just trying to get a good schwitz. What's up? What's going on? No, it'll be fine. I'm in there to get a good sweat. Right? Get your toxins out. Loosen up your joints. Feels good. I'm sure they have a handful of places that will...
I'd have to try it again.
Yes.
Let you know.
Yes.
I haven't been in a sauna in years and years. Last one was in a hotel. And I just remember being like... Oof.
Well, listen, I'm far less likely to get into like a hotel hot tub.
No, I won't get in a hot tub.
But a schwitz in a hotel or something, or a sauna, it's pretty good.
It's another Robert Schimmel bit, that froth.
Yeah.
Like a big old wiener cappuccino.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you can, with just a modicum of research, you can avoid the gay bathhouse if that's not what you're looking for and find like a legit sauna, I mean? So, I don't know.
I didn't say what I was looking for. You're putting words in my mouth here. I'm just going along for the ride here.
Yeah. As long as it's just words over there, all right? I just came in. Hey, where's my robe?
She comes to my room and we talk at night. She's demonic and bloody, but she holds me tight in my bedroom. With her, I'm never alone, and I kiss her cold lips until the morning comes. And she
the Insane Clown Posse. They have moved the gathering out of Ohio into Missouri this summer. You got to haul ass to Max Creek in the Show Me State if you want to go see the gathering. But you can still see ICP here in Cleveland. They are kicking off the summer tour in Cleveland. It's Friday, June 26th at the world-famous Agora. If you missed that show last year, boy, did you miss one. So don't miss this one. AXS.com for the details. Caller 10, these tickets are yours. 216-578-1007, 800-348-1007.
It's the Alan Cox Show.
Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app or whatever smart device you have.
Just tell me to play the Alan Cox Show.
Gross, it's weird, it's not right, it's not cool.
And there's plenty more where that came from. Back to the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS.
I got more money for you here in about 10 minutes. I'm also going to talk to actress Judy Greer, who is very lovely, very busy. Got a film called Mabel. It's coming out. She's got 2 or 3 movies coming out. She's done just about everything else. Arrested Development, and she's in Ant-Man, and she's in the hell else. Judy Greer's in everything. I was a big Archer fan. She was on that show for 10 years. And I'll chat with her briefly. But the next shot for you to grab $1,000 is minutes away here. 4:30 and 5:30 are those last 2 keywords of the day. And then we'll start it up again tomorrow morning. I think with RMG, I think 9:30 is their first one. Your Cavaliers are going to Toronto, having won both of the first 2 games in this round of the playoffs. So that's a good way to start. Raptors got some catching up to do. Will they do it in front of a hometown crowd? Who knows? 115-105, the Cavs win last night. Game 3, not until Thursday night. That's an 8 o'clock tip. And then Game 2 there in Toronto. Game 4, but the second one there with the Raptors at 1 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. So they will not come home until next Wednesday. Guardians baseball tonight on MMS. They got bent over by the Astros last night. That was the first of 3, 9-2, the final. Were the Astros just that good, or were the Guardians have an off night last night?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Again, I think we'll see a much different game tonight at Parker Messick pitching.
Dave, are you excited?
Yes, I am!
He's coming off Coachella. So he's very excited.
Woo!
2 weekends in a row he showed up.
Woo!
Well, isn't that part of it, though? You got to do both weekends, right?
Yeah, but he was just like a special guest. I didn't think you had to, if you were a guest, you had to come out. Like, he didn't have his own set.
Yeah, but you get the accolades, man. You know, you get all that love, and you're like, oh, I got to go. What the hell else is he doing? I don't think his tour kicks off for... Is he coming here?
I don't know.
All I know is that we talked last week, he's headlining the Traverse City Cherry Festival up there in Michigan. Tomorrow night, he'll be in Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, Arizona.
That was a Jeopardy clue last night, Tucson. They had a category called Et Tu. And so, Rob, of course, all the clues had TU in them. Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, Arizona.
So, yeah, David Lee Roth is not coming here. He's doing some dates in Texas. Closest he'll come to us is Dayton. June the 9th. He's playing the Rose Music Center out there.
Man, every time they have that meme, I watch it like 1,000 times of all of the best Laszlo clips from that show. I can't help myself. He's so damn funny on
Matt Berry.
Yeah,
What We Do in the Shadows.
What We Do in the Shadows.
I'm still curious if. Oh, no, I guess I can't go to that because I'll be in Chicago that week, or that day anyway. I can't go see David Lee Roth in Dayton.
Sorry.
Well, I really am ambivalent about going to see David Lee Roth because on the one hand, you know what you're getting. But on the other hand, it's David Lee Roth. You know?
I get it.
You know how Corey Roddick is constantly criticizing David Lee Roth?
Oh, yeah. See, always putting him down. He forgot more about rock and roll this morning than you'll ever know. He's not wrong.
He's absolutely not wrong.
But that doesn't mean that I need to, sit through that either.
Well, especially now that he's got some heat on him, and obviously, as with every other show that's on the road, once the apps get a hold of all the tickets, they're going to try to screw you on the back end. But, you want to buy a ticket for David Lee Roth. They're going to start at $60.
No way, man.
And so is that a $60 show?
No.
He's going to play the House of Blues in Boston in about a month from now, Rob.
Oh, maybe I'll fly in for it.
He'll do Niagara Falls. He's playing Washington, D.C., Memphis, Austin, Orlando.
Go see all my buddies in Boston.
There you go.
You guys want to go see David Lee Roth, dude? He's here.
Yeah. I think he's going to do Yankee Rose.
Yeah, he's going to jump in Panama. Dude, are you crazy? Of course I'm going to go. He's rock and roll guy.
Yeah. So this is, to me, is a situation where I will wait to see if he does a second leg and possibly comes through Cleveland. It seems egregious to me that he would not play Cleveland. And it can't be a matter, maybe it's a matter of just the routing doesn't work out venue-wise.
He was just here, wasn't he?
Was he?
I don't know. Corey saw him like 3 times last year, didn't he?
Yeah, but I thought he had to travel for all of those.
I thought one of them was somewhat close, right? I feel like it was. Maybe not.
David Lee Roth. A night with David Lee Roth. No, that's Dayton. Anyway, whatever. He was doing Coachella. And he, depending on what advertisement you see, using some old pictures of Dave, and that's fine. You want to be presented probably with your best. But is that a trip? Is that a $90 trip? I guess I have to figure that out.
No.
All right.
I mean, I'm not trying to be rude. It's not. If it was 10, 15 years ago, maybe. But even then, it was already starting to get bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he forgot more about rock and roll this morning, Corey. I'm just saying. It's not the same thing anymore.
Yeah!
I choose to remember him as he was.
I'll tell you all about it.
Woo!
Woo! Woo! Woo! Ah, yeah!
He's always excited.
Yes, I am. Oh!
All right, so the dates he probably, I'm guessing the dates he saw him on, he was in Cincinnati, Gary, Indiana, and then Bethlehem.
Oh, yes!
Where Jesus was born?
And Verona, New York. Maybe he went to that one, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, anyway. I would like to see him. I objectively would like to see him.
Have you ever seen him?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I mean, if you never saw it, I mean.
No, but I'm just saying this is not the time to see him, but I either do or I never see him.
That's what I mean.
Like, this is when I have him. This is when I have him.
Then I think it's worth going. I wouldn't. I've seen him. I would not go again. I left a Van Halen show early. It was so bad. And I love Van Halen. Love Van Halen. It was awful. It was when they first got back together, that mid 2000s maybe. And it was just, he was doing what he's doing now, but it was all just him holding like the microphone into the crowd. You know what I mean? It was just, he was playing a caricature of himself, trying to still do the karate kicks, and it didn't work. Like, it was bad. And I was like, you know what? This is not how I want to remember Van Halen.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, too, if you go from being such a physical and dynamic performer to, at some point, you're not doing the scissor kicks anymore.
Right.
I mean, he was only doing the scissor kicks for like 10 years, but he stopped doing those a long time ago. But, you know, that's...
But just stop doing them then.
Well, he did.
Well, right, but what I mean is you don't have to go out there and kind of pretend or do half-ass versions of them. You know, it's just weird.
Like you look like a rockette instead of like getting your ankle up by your ear.
It's just I get it. I understand why people want to see it, and I understand the nostalgia of it. It's just it's not for me. It happened.
I live my life like there's no tomorrow, and all I've got I had to steal.
He lives his life like there's no tomorrow, Rob.
That's right.
Yeah!
That's what he sounds like now when he tries to scissor kick.
Lifts his leg. Except more like,
Woo!
You hear things breaking. Every time he lifts the leg, it crack. Oh.
right. Let me.
I love that.
Let me give you this money here. It's $1,000, courtesy of the Buzzard Bookie. Second to last chance to win today. So I hope you do. Good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard Bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Cash. That's cash. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
I will have more than 6, but fewer than 10 minutes with actress Judy Greer here in a bit. Rob, how do you feel about some poop news before? This will be my perfect entree into my conversation with Judy Greer.
Great.
Some poop news?
Sure.
Gonna rue the day she ever did this show. The 3 P's of pooping. I won't lie to you, vacation, and this is probably true for a lot of people, I would think, right? But I normally poop thrice daily, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
But that vacation, that road trip, jammed up my schedule.
You back
I'm
on
still,
now?
well, ish.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, ish. I will.
What were you did you turn into like a once-a-day Johnny while you were on the road?
I didn't go for 3 days.
At all? Not once?
I went the other way.
Oh, my God.
I think I wasn't hydrating properly. You know, it's reabsorption of water that keeps you regular.
Oh, dude,
and I don't think I was drinking enough water.
Wow. Holy cow. That must have been something for you. You
Well,
must have been feeling like crap.
Well, I remember I wasn't, though.
You weren't?
No. It just
Were
occurred
you eating less?
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm the weirdo who eats less on vacation.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that makes sense.
But I realized as I was sitting there and finally going midweek, I was like, Jesus, I haven't gone since Saturday.
Whoa.
Anyway, this woman has written a book called You've Been Pooping All Wrong. That's the name of her book. How to Make Your Bowel Movements a Joy. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Dr. Tricia Parisha. Are you kidding me? Dr. Tricia Parisha.
Family with a sense of humor?
Yeah. That's the name of her book. And she developed the 3 Ps concept, ironically, after realizing that a lot of people have a real problem with the whole thing. And so her 3 Ps, Rob, with respect to healthy bowels are propulsion, pliability, and pelvic floor. That feels like a bit of a cheat. I would have rather had a third, better one-word
Single
P.
one, yeah.
Yeah.
Plop.
Your 3 Ps are propulsion, pliability, and plop.
And just the plop factor, just how much volume.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Oh, that's and 3 P is prolapse. You do not want a prolapse.
You're pushing too hard.
She says that our colon operates on a circadian rhythm. And so some of the greatest contractions of the day occur in the first hour or so after waking. This is why I go first thing in the morning. I usually go midday, and I go at night. I can usually set my watch by it. I am getting back on it. I didn't read no goddamn book.
Did you have a rough go when you finally went that Wednesday?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It must have been like your body must have been like, what's happening?
Yeah. Yep. Sat there for a minute.
But normally when you go, it's just a quick sit down. You're done. It's
Sitting done, baby.
It's on its way.
Yep. Wow. I'm sitting and I'm up in 90 seconds.
Wow.
Propulsion, of course, the internal voluntary pressure needed to push out what you got to get out. And she said that you got to make sure that that your contractions are strong. And she said a lot of times people have anxiety while they're traveling because they might be like in a friend's house or you're in a different location.
Sure.
That's got nothing to do with, I don't care about that. I'll go anywhere. But
oh, see, I always, if I'm traveling, and I mean, it hasn't happened in a long time that we've all been in the same like hotel room, but I'll go down to like the lobby or I just won't go. Like I won't go in the room with all of them. Like I could never do that.
Yep. So, one of the, like I said, reabsorption of water, right? That's what's going to keep you regular because your colon is supposed to pull water from what you're going to push out and put that into your bloodstream, keep you hydrated. But you got to make sure everything's hydrated and you ain't going to get it out. So they're like, this is why they tell people to drink so much water so that you will do this normally. And then on top of that, most people's diets are god-awful, and so you're creating a whole bunch of problems. And frankly, they're like, people don't exercise enough, and so the pelvic floor is a problem too.
But even if you do
Make
exercise,
sure that you hold everything in.
Even if you do exercise, isn't there specific, like a regimen you're supposed to do for a pelvic floor?
I think so.
Like, it's not like you just do sit-ups or push-ups and all of a sudden you get a strong pelvic floor. Like, I think you're supposed to do specific exercises for that.
Do your Kegels.
Right.
Yeah.
Those just feel weird.
So there's some poop news for you. Frankly, I think we're all the better for it. All right, let me talk to Judy Greer here. There she is. Hold on.
More than 6, but fewer than 10 minutes. With somebody on the phone.
Hi, Alan.
How are you? Do you ever just get to sit and stare at the wall?
I'm doing it right now. No, I mean, I know what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I stay busy, but it probably looks a lot busier to other people than it feels to me.
When you were a kid, I know you're from Detroit, Michigan. I was on the air in Detroit for a long time. My wife's family is from there. I love Detroit.
What station were you on in Detroit?
I was on 106.7. I was at the far end of the dial. It has been 100 things. I was on in the morning there for about 5 years. And
wait, because that was when it was like alternative rock, right? Was it
It's back to being Wheels now, but it was called The D when
okay.
I was there, yeah. You went to DePaul. That's my hometown. And
hey, yeah.
when did the acting bug hit? I mean, I have to assume that by the time you went to DePaul, if you're getting a BFA, you had decided that's what you wanted to do. When did that start for you? Were you in middle school productions or,
You know, it's funny is that's not even when it started. I swear I was probably a few years into my career, like actually working as an actor when I realized like, wait, I really want to do this. I care a lot about this. I didn't really realize what an intense acting program DePaul was when I got there. And I think I just felt like I was trying to stay afloat. And I didn't think, because it's so hard to work in this industry, I didn't think I would actually work. I didn't think I would really get work. And I think as a defense mechanism to protect myself, I was like, oh, I probably will do something else eventually. I'll try for a little while. But I was bartending in Chicago, so I was making a lot of money, and I wasn't really feeling the need to figure out my life, if you know what I mean. But
Sure.
I kept getting acting jobs, and so then one day I realized, like, I really love this. I really don't want it to end, and I really want to focus on this.
But it was kind of a lark for you, and then you were like, I keep getting calls. People like what I'm doing, and I really like
Yeah.
it. So the three legs of the stool all kind of sat there.
It was, and I feel bad saying that because I know how hard it is to do and how many people, I mean, first of all, it was very different back then too.
Yeah.
But I really felt like it was like I was protecting myself from the pain of not getting work by saying like, well, whatever, we'll just see what happens. We'll just see what happens. But also, like, I was young and I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know what the future held. And since all you ever hear is how it's impossible to be an actor, I probably wasn't going to be the one.
There are a lot of people who can have, especially when they're young and they're kind of just kind of figuring things out. You could make the case that anybody could have a hot few years, but you
Sure.
have had a long career. I mean, you have had like a varied, the longevity and the. I always love the diversity of the things you do. I'm a huge Archer fan. You will always be Kitty Sanchez to me. And so, just the amazing variety of things where I have to think people say, if they don't say, get me a Judy Greer type, they say, get me Judy Greer.
Yeah. My friend has a joke about it. He's always like, the life of an actress is like, get me Judy Greer. Who is Judy Greer? That Judy Greer, she's got something. Get me Judy Greer. Get me a young Judy Greer. And
Yes.
who is Judy Greer?
Tell me about Mabel, because this is the new one.
Yeah.
I know you have a bunch in succession, but tell me about Mabel.
Yeah, Mabel, I'm really excited about because this movie was so dear to my heart. I had just finished reading The Overstory by Richard Powers, which is this beautiful novel about the interconnectedness of nature, which then I just finished this book. I'm so moved by it. And I get sent this script for Mabel, which is a coming of age story about a young woman named Callie. And she's socially awkward, and she ends up sort of finding her connection through science. And it really explores like her feelings of isolation and her search for belonging. But she uses the idea of plant intelligence as a way in and a way to explore sort of an unconventional way of understanding the world, which I just thought was so beautiful. And I play her substitute teacher, Mrs. G, um, who it was an interesting teacher student relationship on the page, where I didn't feel like this woman was treating her like a child. She was treating her like a human being, and I
Yeah.
really liked that concept of it. And I think it forced the character of Callie to have to think on her own, and she didn't coddle Callie. And I hadn't really seen a lot of teacher student relationships like that in movies. Often it's like the teacher's like so compassionate and so sweet and so kind, and Mrs. G really isn't that person. But because of how she treats Callie, Callie gets a lot of, I think she sort of learns to stand on her own 2 feet. And I mean, of course there's ups and downs, but I just thought it was a really beautiful relationship and a really beautiful story. And I was so excited to work with Nicholas Ma. I love working with first time directors, although he's not really a first time director because he's made beautiful documentaries, but he's such a great storyteller.
He did a Mr. Rogers documentary that I saw, and I think he might have done the one with Matthew Reese.
Yeah.
Judy Greer, I'm always so happy when I see you in things, and fortunately, I can basically turn on any channel and I will see you in things. And so I appreciate your time. I know you have a lot of things coming out in relatively quick succession, so maybe we'll talk again soon for one of
I
those.
sure hope so.
Yeah. Thank you, Judy.
Thank you. Take care.
More than 6 but fewer than 10 minutes with somebody on the phone.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.
The action is back.
Get a piece of the action.
Win big.
If you got the stones for it.
And the odds are always in your favor with the Buzzard Bookie.
I like those odds. I won what?
You can win $1,000.
Oh my God, yes! I never win.
abnormal.
216-578-1007 or 1-800-348-1007.
You ever get into the band Spoon?
Not really,
Into
no.
Spoon at all from Austin, Texas? I love this band. I saw that they're going to be part of the... I saw them years ago at Austin City Limits, which is just a hometown gig for them, but I liked them a lot. They are part of that summer concert series that the Rock Hall does. Kind of the lead up to the induction ceremony, which, checks notes, not here in Cleveland. It's going to be out there in L.A. on November the 14th this year, but set for its return, Rob, to Cleveland in 2028. Now, Iron Maiden have said unequivocally they will not be attending the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony. I have to imagine that maybe fans are hoping there's a little bit of daylight left in there, but those guys are going to be on tour in Australia, and so they have made it clear we will not be there.
Yeah, they said the fans always have come first. They're not going to pull out now because of this.
If you know anything about Bruce Dickinson, and I had him on our metal show a couple of months ago, his pull-out game is weak, and they're not going to do that. But Spoon will be coming through the summer concert lineup.
I think The Underdog is probably the only Spoon song I know.
That's probably the one a lot of people know.
I can't think
They
of
haven't had a
another-
lot of hits. I mean,
can't think of another song of theirs.
that one's called Can I Sit Next to You? I like Spoon a lot.
I'll have to check them out. I mean, they've been around forever.
Yeah,
But
here you go.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
This can't be the right...
I don't think that's the one.
Oh,
No,
that's
a different
not-
remix.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's not them. Friday, June 26th, Earl Sweatshirt. Rob, you into Earl Sweatshirt? Okay.
You?
My son likes. I only know Earl Sweatshirt because my son turned me on to him. I'd heard the name, hadn't listened to the music. Yeah, it's all right. He will be touring with Frank Underwear? I don't know. I got nothing. Spoon is going to be on June the 27th.
With Fork,
Yep.
Knife.
The Church, remember The Church? Under the Milky Way Tonight. Under the Milky Way Tonight.
I don't.
We've gone through this before, and I couldn't believe you didn't know the song. You're like, I've never heard this song before. And I'm like, this was their one big hit.
Must have made such a mark on me that I still don't remember
From
it.
the 80s. Under the Milky Way tonight. Wish I knew what you were looking for. Might have known what you would find. You don't remember this song? Still don't remember this song.
Sometimes when this place gets kind of empty.
I have a vague recollection of you playing this, but I don't. How long ago was that?
Vague Recollection was their follow-up hit.
I don't.
Clearly, they didn't stick with you either. All right.
I wonder how long ago it was that you played this, because it does not.
The song's from like 1987.
No, I mean since you played it here,
Yeah, I know.
asking me these questions. I don't.
Well, the better question to ask, Rob, is how far from now will I ask you again?
And I'll give you the exact
August?
same answer.
I'll put it in my calendar. Hey, Rob, do you remember the last time I played this song? On
No.
April the 21st? Nope.
Like I don't,
Still
man.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Because this was their one big hit. Anyway, they are going to be doing that Rock Hall Summer Concert Series over there on July the 2nd. If you're just starting to hammer out your plans for 4th of July weekend, consider those guys. It was last year's series I took my daughter to see St. Vincent. I'm a huge Annie Clark fan. It was late. I was lucky I brought a blanket so my daughter could starfish out on the lawn. They got the Mountain Goat. It's a lot of indie hipster type bands, so if you're into that, you're going to have a rod all summer over there on the lakefront. Old 97s, they're good. Mountain Goats are playing. So if you like that kind of stuff, there's a lot of those bands that are coming.
Mountain Goats playing?
Mountain Goats.
What do they sound like? Just a
You
bunch
never
of-
heard the Mountain Goats? Oh. Yeah, I think Jim Brewer is fronting that band, as a matter of fact.
It's Goat Boy out there.
Yeah.
An hour and a half of nothing but that.
Mountain Goats, I think, dropped a new album.
Okay.
But hold on, I'll play some for you. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's not them.
I hope that our few remaining friends give up on trying to save us.
So it's
Can we
like
just
that.
replace them with the goats? Like
like
I would
that.
much rather listen to the goats.
With a fail-safe plot to piss off the dumb few that forgave us. I hope the fences we mended fall down beneath.
Much better.
Uh-huh.
You're making it better.
All right. Well, they're not for everybody. But they've been around a minute. And they're going to be doing that summertime thing over there. And, yeah, old 97s are good, too. So something to consider. And you and I are going to go to the church. So once and for all, you go, oh, it's that song I know.
Which song is that?
Under the Milky Way Tonight.
Not sure I'm familiar with that
Oh,
song.
I'll play it for in a couple of months.
I don't think I've ever heard it.
We'll do this again. It'll feel like deja vu.
Yeah. Just not familiar with the song.
So Mountain Goats and Old 97s from Dallas, Texas. Good lineup. Speaking of tours, they are reportedly having a difficult time selling tickets on this stadium tour with Jelly Roll and Post Malone.
No.
Now, here's my question, because everything now is suspect. We are in the worst timeline. There are fewer and fewer opportunities to grab themselves giant handfuls of money before this entire thing burns down. So every time I read something like this, my brain now goes to, okay, who's leaking this information to try to gin up ticket sales? Or if you're faking scarcity, right? If you manufacture scarcity, you'll get people to pay more because they think there's less of it. Now, granted, the counterbalance of that is these guys are doing stadiums. And if sales don't pick up, now all I heard the last time they did this is there wasn't one empty seat. Like Post Malone and Jelly Roll can put asses in seats. There are a lot of bands who think they're going to, listen, I love Foo Fighters. We're going to see Foo Fighters at Brown Stadium. They ain't going to sell out Brown Stadium. I don't think. You think Foo Fighters will sell out Brown Stadium? I'd be surprised if they do.
It'll be full. Whether it's sold out, that's a different question.
Okay. So Post Malone and Jelly Roll are, tickets are not going great. Last time they toured, middle of last year, they sold the tour out. So maybe those people were like, well, we saw this.
Yeah, I mean, what's different?
I don't know. But they're doing like college football and NFL stadiums. So they're doing Huntington Bank Field on June 25th. That tour is coming here. I'm curious how many people have already gotten their tickets for it. But I guess some of these cities, they're having a hard time. A lot of empty seats. There's still a lot of tickets available.
Yeah, I wonder, is it priced properly? Like, that's probably part of the problem.
I don't even know what a ticket should cost anymore. I don't know. There's a little graphic of the, in Indianapolis, the blue are all the available tickets.
Yikes.
That's a lot,
of tickets.
Available tickets. Now, the show's June. You know, a lot of people, they don't plan that far out. They go, okay, I'm within a month. You know, you got to figure out your finances or whatever. I'm within a month of this show. Am I going to go?
I don't even see.
I mean, there are universities that have started giving the tickets away. They're doing promotions to give tickets away on campus so that people can go to the show and the, you know. Now, neither one of these guys, I don't think, are touring on new music, right? I don't think Post Malone's dropped anything probably a year. And so
tickets start at $65 plus all the fees. So you're at, call it $80 a ticket to sit in the 500s. I mean,
right.
I don't know, dude. Like, does anybody care that much about those two guys to spend that much money to go see them in those crappiest seats?
Don't know.
$250 to sit in the 100s. I mean, I don't know, dude. I think that's the problem. If you want a stadium full of people, don't charge $500 a ticket. Right? I mean, if you're going to do the amount over the dollar amount, like the amount of people versus the dollar amount, just pack the place.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
$80 to sit in the nosebleeds in a stadium where it's going to sound like crap.
Alan, the Foos are selling out Wembley. They'll definitely sell out Brown Stadium.
Different audience.
Different audience, yeah, it really is. I mean, you know, if you're here stateside, you could go to a lot of places and see the Foo Fighters. Over there, they're not doing every town in Europe.
I mean, it looks like they're doing, let's see. What tickets are there? I mean, there's tickets available.
Alan, if you and Rob are both going to go to the church show, are you going to share eyeshadow?
Yes.
No. I bring my own.
Oh, well, I don't, so I was planning on borrowing yours.
BYOS, Rob.
Okay. If you insist. Yeah, Foo Fighters, that whole floor section and the sides are already all sold out. So, like, it looks like there's a lot of resale stuff available, but like a standard, there's plenty of standard tickets left, and they start at $60 up top. So it's cheaper to see the Foos in the 500s than it is to see Post Malone and Jelly Roll.
All right. Well, fortunately, these aren't decisions either of us are going to have to contend with.
No. Are you going?
No.
No?
No. No.
Come on. You're a big
Jelly Roll and Post
fan, aren't you?
Malone. I think they're both very talented guys. There's nothing they're doing that is going to compel me to go to one of their shows.
So what's with all these people doing wrestling now? Like, I saw Jelly Roll was on WrestleMania.
Somebody texted me, Jelly Roll's MAGA now, and everybody hates him. I'm like, Jelly Roll's politics have never, A, been secret, B, changed. He's the same guy he was before. So I don't think it's because somehow he did some pivot.
I saw him jump, like, off of a table onto that dude, the sports guy, who was the kicker for for Indianapolis, for the Colts. I can't think of his name right now. He's got the show on ESPN. He's everywhere.
Oh, I don't know.
Huge.
McAfee?
Yes.
Pat McAfee?
Like, jump off a table into him or something on WrestleMania. Somebody sent it to me, and I'm like, what do I care about this?
Because that's their crowd. I mean, if you're Jelly Roll, that's your crowd, right?
I guess.
And there's a lot of eyeballs on those wrestling things.
Oh, yeah, man.
Pat McAfee from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Rob.
And he talks like it.
God damn. I know. Hey, I think he leans into it, too.
Oh, he really does.
Yeah. Get off me, Jelly Roll. You got to get down off of me. Oh, no. Oh, he put his knee in my groin. Oh. Somebody get me an icy light mango. Cool my nuts. That's a good beer, by the way, boy. I had an icy mango at the Pirates game. That's delish. I'd never had that. Somebody get me ice cold, icy light put on my balls. Oh, no. Pat McAfee stretchered off. See, I was reading that, and this maybe contributed to that. Rob, this is going to bum you out, but this is a free exchange of ideas here, and I must bring it to your attention. Jelly Roll has hit a setback in his weight loss journey, Rob.
Uh-oh.
You know, he lost a lot of weight. He's hit a couple of speed bumps. He's gained a little of it back. It can't be that easy. I mean, how many shots a day do you have to give yourself?
I mean, when you're that fat, though, I don't think...
You blow it!
Was he on GLP-1s?
I'm sure he was.
But when you're that...
he wasn't hitting the gym. He wasn't doing two-a-days.
No, but I think when you're that fat, sometimes they won't even give them to you. They're like, you got to do something first.
He's a famous guy. I'm sure he can find a dude to...
Just start taking them?
Yeah, of course. A guy lost like 130 pounds, right?
Yeah, but did he have his stomach stapled? Like, who knows?
I don't know.
I'm not sure what he did. But.
Over the past 3 years, he's lost a considerable amount of weight, but he has gained, Rob, nearly 12 pounds.
Oh, 12 pounds.
His goal... Now, again, I don't even think...
When you're that fat, you have 12-pound swings, man.
Well, obviously, he would notice, but I don't think anybody would look at him and notice that he gained 12 pounds. But he's trying to hold himself accountable. He still wants to... He said his goal weight is about 50 pounds away. And you know what they say, Rob? It's that last 50 that's the hardest to lose. He's on the cover of Men's Health magazine. He looks good. You know, he's got a hot wife. And so, he spent the last 3 years, he said, working out and doing stuff to lose weight. I have to think he's probably had a little bit of help.
Yeah.
Better living through chemistry, and there's no shade in that either. I was just talking to somebody about they were losing some weight, and I said, you taking the shot? And they kind of looked at me as though they were like sheepish about it, and I was like, oh, I don't mean that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm like, if that's what you want to do, that's what you should do. There's no shame in that.
Well, it was all in what it was like Dr. Berglund was talking about when he was here. He's like, look, like if you can lose weight, lose it.
Yes.
Like, I don't care how you do it.
No. Everything in your life improves when you're carrying less weight around.
Everybody started.
If you're like a big person.
Oh, there's side effects. Yeah, he's like, you know what the side effects are to being tremendously overweight? 10 times worse than what they are than what you possibly could have happen by taking a GLP-1.
Yes.
Lose weight.
Yeah, lose weight. Yeah, so when he shot his Men's Health cover and he looked good, he was down to 265. So he was like a big
He was still
dude.
265 in that picture?
Yeah.
Holy Christ.
But it was so noticeable. He looked so much thinner that even at that weight, you're like, oh, this guy's, Anyway.
Well, yeah, he had to be 600 pounds.
No.
500 pounds, easy.
I thought he was 410 or something like
No
that.
way. He had to be more than that. Like, he was Ralphie May sized.
Yeah.
Ralphie was over 500 pounds.
Jelly Roll reached 550 pounds.
There you go.
God damn.
550 pounds.
That just goes to show you, boy, how strong the human heart can be. You know what I mean?
To be able to support that?
Just pumping blood to your extremities and still getting it around your body. And wow. Yeah, so he lost nearly 200 pounds.
That's insane.
He weighed 540 pounds in 2020. I think when we first all got hip to Jelly Roll, that's how big he was. Oh, I didn't think he was that big.
How do you get that big? That's what I've always wondered. I mean, and I know it's a lot of times it's medical and there's all these different things that people can have going on. But man, alive, 550 pounds. Like at 350, you're not like,
Well, he said he said that he
bit.
was a food addict. He said he was eating himself to death, is what he said.
Well, right. But acknowledging that, like you would think at a certain point you could stop that, right? I don't know. I let myself get to the worst I've ever been. I was 240 pounds, the most I ever weighed in my entire life.
Yeah.
And I hated the way I looked. I hated everything about myself. Now, I still hate everything about myself. I just weigh 50 pounds less.
It's just not weight related.
That's right.
Yeah. Some things some things you can't lose.
Yeah, I'm always going to hate me. I get that. But like I hate me a little less. That's pretty good.
There's less of you to hate.
There's less of me to hate.
Curvy girls. There's more to me to love. There's less of you to hate.
That's right.
So, yeah. Heaviest I ever was 193.
That was your heaviest?
Yeah. And I was like, this is not terrible.
What do you normally
Terrible.
like? What, $160?
No, not that. I'm 171 right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, I would have said thinner.
I would like to. I need to drop a few more.
Oh, I don't think so. I think you
don't
carry it very well.
I do. Of course I do. You'd never know it. But just for me, I got summer's coming, Rob.
Got to get those
come on.
those limes ready.
Bow, bow, bow. Yeah. Hey, Black Label Society is coming to Cleveland. We announced the show this morning. I couldn't tell you yesterday. A little secret. WMMS presenting Black Label Society on the American Crusade Tour with Zach Sabbath. What are the odds? And Dark Chapel on the bill, too. It's going to go down Sunday, September the 13th at Jacobs Pavilion. You will be sitting on these for a minute. Tickets info, all that at AXS.com. Car number 10. These are yours. You will get the first pair from me this week, okay? Good luck. I will see you there. 216-578-1007 for caller 10 or 800-348-1007.
This is the Alan Cox Show.
Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app or whatever smart device you have. Just tell it to play the Alan Cox Show on iHeartRadio. Thursday night, don't miss our iHeartRadio album preview with Foo Fighters. Featuring an exclusive interview with the band.
Hey, everybody, it's Dave Grohl.
As they preview never-before-heard music. And share stories behind their new album, Your Favorite Toy. The night before its release. All hosted by Johnny Knoxville. Listen to our iHeartRadio album preview with Foo Fighters. Right here on your radio and the free iHeart app. Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific.
From the Universal Windows Direct Weather Center, WMMS Weather.
Rain late tonight, low 55. Tomorrow, becoming sunny with a high near 72. Then sunny Thursday with a high near 76.
This report is sponsored by Martinov Home Solutions. You're not just a homeowner, you're also an air conditioner that only works sometimes owner. Instead, you need cooling built and tested to keep going. Luckily, there's American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard. Visit martinov-homesolutions.com for your estimate today.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter.
Kia of Streetsboro.
99 cents get you driving.
Kia of Streetsboro.
99 cents down.
Kia of Streetsboro.
Stop in and see how much you'll save.
Kia of Streetsboro.
Kia of Streetsboro.com.
Turn your tax refund into a ride at Kia of Streetsboro. We'll help that refund go further than ever. Why wait on that new ride? Let Uncle Sam give you a boost into that brand new Kia you've been dreaming about. Whether you're looking for a sleek sedan, a rugged SUV, or a fuel-efficient hybrid, Kia of Streetsboro has you covered. Tax season only comes once a year. Use that refund on any of our brand new Kia vehicles and get up to $5,000 over KBB for your trade. And don't forget, interest rates as low as 0%. April is the perfect time to get into your new Kia. Visit Kia of Streetsboro today or seize the road at KiaofStreetsboro.com, where the thrill begins.
Kia of Streetsboro.
Kia of Streetsboro.com.
See dealer for details or call 330-767-9902. Expires 4/30/26.
Hey, it's Doogie here. Spring is a time for new beginnings, and if you or someone you care about is struggling with sobriety or drug use, this could be your fresh start. For over 40 years, Glen Bay has helped people overcome drug and alcohol addiction and rebuild their lives. Call 800-234-1001 or visit glenbay.com. That's GLENBEIGH.com. glenbay.com. It's time to take your life back. This spring, choose a new beginning with Glen Bay.
Whoa. Okay, this one says you get a free phone if you switch. Hey, this one also says you get a free phone if you switch.
Yeah, they all do, hon.
Wait. The T-Mobile one says families saved over $3,700 versus the other big guys in the past 5 years. And their experience plans have Netflix included, plus a year of Dash Pass by DoorDash.
Hang on, let me see that. And a 5-year price guarantee? Oh yeah, we're switching.
That's what I'm talking about. Do we clap now, or?
I'm thinking high five.
At T-Mobile, get savings that keep stacking up. That's value you can feel every day. Switch now at T-Mobile.
Savings based on Harris X billing snapshots from Q3 2021 to Q4 2025 among accounts with 3+ voice lines compared to AT&T and Verizon, excluding discounts, credits, and optional charges. See harrisx.com/T-Mobile. Price guarantee on talk, text, and data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. See T-Mobile.com.
Choose your Big Tuesday deal at Romeo's Pizza. Pick buy one, get one free pizzas or get a huge 25% off any size order. Wings, pizza, subs, all 25% off or get buy one, get one pizzas at romeospizza.com today.
Harden, top of the key, bounce to Mobley, pow! Oh, a no-look bounce
From James Harden to Evan Mobley.
The 2026 Cleveland Cavaliers playoffs presented by Redfin are here, and we want to see you at Rocket Arena.
8 on the shot clock. Mitchell steps left. 3. Tie game! Donovan Mitchell doing special, magnetic Donovan Mitchell things.
Secure your spot to cheer on the Cavs now at Cavs.com/playoffs.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
Ugh, spring. Tried cleaning your air ducts and floors? Helps with allergies. Who has time? Use Coit. They clean air ducts, hardwood floors, upholstery, blinds, carpet, all the stuff that makes spring allergies worse. Great price and guarantee. Oh, maybe I'll give them a Here, use my phone.
Schedule your spring cleaning today and get 30% off. Call 800-FOR-COIT. That's 800-367-2648. Coit. Clean is new. Minimum charge applies. Discount doesn't apply to service charge, restoration, or commercial services. Restrictions apply. Call 800-4-COIT for details.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, I'm Zoe, a personal stylist at Macy's Herald Square, and I live for our friends and family sale because I can say yes to the brands my customers have been eyeing, like BCBG, 30% off, Kendra Scott, 30% off, Steve Madden, Levi's, yep, 30 off. And yes, there's 15 off Macy's Beauty and Fragrance too. Yes, you can also sign up for Star Rewards and earn faster at Macy's Friends and Family tomorrow. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Traffic. From the Elktown Traffic Center, if you are injured because of medical malpractice, call 1-800-ELK Ohio. Seeing plenty of your normal highway slowdowns. A broken down vehicle 90 westbound at Warren Road takes out the right-hand lane. That'll have you slow back to West 117th. A crash 90 westbound past East 72nd. One car spun out into the berm. And an accident in Medina County on 71 southbound past 303. Traffic is stop and go approaching. I'm Faith Nazevich from the Total Traffic Center.
This report is sponsored by Ohio 811. Call before you dig.
Contact Ohio 811 at least 48 hours before you dig. It's easy to do, and it's the law. CenterPoint Energy, Columbia Gas, Duke Energy, and Enbridge Gas want you to dig safely. Contact Ohio 811 every time you dig.
The 2026 NFL Draft. Your team's chance to find the next big star.
With the first pick.
And iHeart has you covered with the official slate of NFL podcasts.
Hi, it's Greg Rosenthal with NFL Daily. Join me and draft experts as we get you ready for all the action from Pittsburgh.
Dive deep into the world of draft boards, top picks, and even the late round sleepers.
Just open the free iHeart app and search NFL for all the rest of the NFL's official podcast.
Gas prices, paranoia, and your blood pressure are higher than ever. But there's video online of Alan crawling naked out of a car trunk. So, life's still pretty good. Welcome back to the Alan Cox Show.
WMMS.
Iggy Pop from 1977. He was trying to get off heroin He had just gone on the road with Bowie. He and Bowie collaborated a lot. Good Lust for Life. Bowie was his keyboard player on that tour. These guys were hanging out a lot. Went to Berlin to try to get clean. And it worked, because Iggy Pop is still alive. Of course, a look at him.
I was going to say, you might want to let him know.
Independently confirm it. He is 79 years old today. Little Jimmy Osterman from Detroit, Michigan. Just did the second week of Coachella. And he held on to that look for a long time. The shirtless look, he made it work for him for a while. He has gone completely over that cliff. But he is 79 years old, but he still has to perform shirtless. And he does look like he's melting. I wonder how you get that look. You know, there are some people who, they get older and they have a certain look. I mean, the skin gets looser. That just normally will happen with age. But the striations in his skin, I wonder what that's from, right? We see Iggy Pop. He just did Coachella. The kids probably really had to wonder who the dude was. But he is 79 years old today. And he was out there in the desert. Looks like a guy who crawled out of the desert. And he did 14 songs there at Coachella. And good for him.
Striations are a series of parallel lines, grooves, or ridges typically formed on rock surfaces by glaciers or dragging debris.
Oh, you looked it up.
Yeah,
okay, yeah. Well, that's what Iggy Pop's torso looks like.
Yeah.
Yep. His band, he had a horn section, and Nick Zinner played guitar, who you might remember. He was in a band called the Yeah, Yeah, Yeahs. And Iggy Pop, they threw him into a coffin at the end of his set, and he crossed his arms and closed his mouth. You know, but he's got like a...
It was an odd ending for that set.
He's got like a belly and very... but he loves performing, right? This guy loves performing.
And he still sounds pretty good.
Yeah, he does the passenger and does all the, Yeah, he still sounds great.
So, I mean, as long as you can still do it, who cares, I guess, right?
That's what I'm saying.
He's got like that weird bend in his spine, though. Like, it wouldn't be as jarring, I don't think.
Well, it's like his hips are askew. I mean, he's put his body through so much torture over the course of these, how long's he been performing? Let's say 60 years.
Yeah.
If he's 79 today, he's put his body through so much.
Because he's had those...
For us, Rob.
He's had those saggy boobs and like skin for a long time. Like, it's just like... Maybe put like one of those 6-inch lifts on his left foot, lift him up a little bit and see if he can balance him out because his ass is up in the air. Like, that's what makes him look so much worse, I think. Because he doesn't look terrible for an 80-year-old guy.
Right.
Just like when he takes like those steps and stuff, like his leg is short, like he's all mangled with the hip. Fix that.
This is the photo that I will always think of when I think of Iggy Pop, is when he kind of still had some muscle tone. I don't know if that's longer than 10 years ago. But again, you can't expect a guy who's 79 years old to not look like he's 79 years old.
That's what I'm saying. I think he looks good for 79 overall. It's just that leg thing. Yeah, was that Rolling Stone, that picture?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's not easy being alive now. It's not easy to be old. It's not easy to be young, he said. It wasn't easy to be young then. And it's not easy to be young now. His last solo album was 2023. He's actually opening, by the way, for My Chemical Romance at Comerica.
Oh, my goodness.
This summer. How about that?
It should be the other way around.
A little hometown show. My Chem and Iggy Pop. August 21st, they're going to do Comerica Park.
How long ago did you meet him?
Iggy Pop?
Yeah.
20 years ago.
Okay.
I saw them it was when he reunited with the Stooges. I saw them at the Roseland Ballroom.
Must have been pretty surreal.
It's great.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
He's such an icon.
Love Iggy Pop. Love the guy. And he's one of those guys I don't think people have at top of mind when they're like, oh, my God, these rock icons, when they die. I mean, Ozzy's a big one, no doubt, right? But you think about like when Jagger goes, and Iggy Pop is one of those people. He played in a different sandbox than a lot of those other guys did. Obviously, he came out of kind of the punk thing, and they were doing a whole garage rock. They're doing a whole other thing than the Stones were doing. But obviously, they are very much contemporaries. So, yeah, My Chemical Romance is doing a tour, and they've got Iggy Pop opening, I assume, because it's the Detroit stop. But if you, with respect to those guys, if you want to sit through MCR.
Yeah, no, thank you.
August 21 at Comerica Park.
Go for the opener.
What's that?
Go for the opener.
Iggy Pop.
Yeah.
Well, Jimmy Osterman. So, yeah, he's doing a couple of shows. He's doing some West Coast stuff in July, and then he's doing the Detroit show. But I also, you have to hand it to these older dudes who are very magnanimous to the younger artists, too, because they can cast their mind back to when that was them. You know, like Elton John is one of those guys. He's just got nothing but, like, glowing support for all these younger artists. Doesn't matter what genre they come up in. You know, he's like, it's not easy being an artist. It's not easy, you know, going on tour and doing all those things. And
yeah, but he always was his own thing. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really compare him to anyone else or anyone else to him. Like, he always did his own stuff. There's no one that sounds like Iggy Pop. You know what I mean?
I would very much like to go see him again. August 21st. It's a Friday night, Rob.
Detroit's what, 2 hours from here?
Yeah, it's
2.5.
Yeah, it's not far. I already have a show that night. Oh,
is it Iggy Pop?
No, it's Empire of the Sun at Blossom.
Oh, good band, but hey, go see Iggy Pop again. Might be your last chance.
Hey, here's $1,000 for you. It's the last keyword today before we start rolling them out again tomorrow morning. So most of the day, once an hour, you get these. Somebody texted us last night, said, hey, I won on the show today last minute, so that's awesome. I hope you win here today. Good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard Bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Deposit. That's deposit. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
Did you notice they added the word media?
To what?
Our keyword list. Text the word media to.
I heard Mark Nolan do it this morning. Nolan does his own. He does his own keywords verbally. Yeah. He and Jen on the Magic Morning Show. I heard them do media this morning. I was like, I've never heard that.
No,
word.
It's new. I wonder if they've
kind of become like white noise to me to some degree.
Well, because media is such a negative term in our world. I wonder if they're trying to like associate it with $1,000 to like Jedi mind F people.
Positive
like,
reinforcement.
Media is okay. It's good. See, look, it's worth $1,000. Text media.
What if it's a typo and it's medic? Like what Jelly Roll needs.
Or just meta.
Meta. Alan, Post Malone is going to be at Blossom this year. Why would people pay to see him twice?
He's coming to Blossom?
I guess. A lot of people like Post Malone.
Yeah, but it's not the big ass, what was it called?
Big ass stadium tour, I think, yeah, with him and Jelly Roll.
You just have a guy with a big ass. See?
No, I don't think he's doing Blossom. I think it's just that June show at the stadium. I don't think he's doing Blossom. No. Did Blossom in 2024, but it's not medical related at 325. At 550, it's about to be, this person says. Professional athletes put their body through the ringer for our entertainment. Do you care to elaborate on how musicians sacrifice their bodies? No, Iggy Pop sacrificed. This guy was rolling around in broken glass.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's clearly not.
Football players, I mean, they make if they're lucky, they make a ton of money over a very short period of time. If you're talking about athletes putting their body through the ringer for our entertainment, I mean, athletes are doing it. I would argue that rock stars are doing it solely for our entertainment. Obviously, there's an artistic pursuit, but I don't think of professional sports as an artistic pursuit. That's you kind of maximizing the physicality for your job, right? Iggy Pop didn't need to roll around in broken glass to sing his songs.
No, and he's definitely the exception, right? Like, you're not going to say...
Yeah, Keith Richards isn't rolling around in broken glass.
No.
I'm saying that Iggy Pop exists on a different plane. That's what I'm talking
absolutely
about.
Put himself through it.
I was singling him out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron Lewis isn't putting his body through harm's way
No.
to sing songs about his daddy.
Nope. Aaron Lewis is putting his body through a Checkers drive-thru at 2 a.m.
It's been a while since I've had a burger.
Except that it hasn't. Take a look at him. Oh, yeah. Alan, don't hate on MCR. I'm a metalhead, but I'm not hating on him. They did my station in Chicago 20 years ago. They did one of our Christmas shows when they were still kind of on the come up. And no, I liked it. They were, to me, they were very derivative of bands that I was already familiar with. But for that next generation, for that like kind of Gen Y that was coming up, they loved it. So that was like their band, you know, nice guys. That was their band. Relatively short-lived. He's like, I want to go make comic books. Okay, cool, man. An artist should be able to do a variety of things.
Honestly, it's another one of those bands, dude. I know Welcome to the Black Parade, and that's it. I don't know anything else about that band.
Yeah, they have a handful of good songs. They have Helena. They've got Your Ghost or whatever.
Maybe if I heard these songs, I would know them. But again, around that time, I was not listening to that kind of music.
Yeah, we were playing them. I was working an alt station then, and they were really having their moment in 0607.
Oh, what?
0607, Rob.
6-7.
What about Teenagers? Remember Teenagers?
Nope.
Teenagers Scare the Living Shrimp Out of Me? That's a good song.
Nope.
How about I'm Not Okay?
I think I know this song.
Ghost of You? I mean, you know, yeah.
It's like caricature singing, you know?
It's
fine.
It's very much of the time.
Much so.
And for that, you know, their biggest song, obviously, was Welcome to the Black Parade, was basically their Bohemian Rhapsody, right? So it was, but yeah, that's a band, I got to be honest with you, that is a band I did not predict reforming. They were like, we're done. They kind of left at the peak of their powers. It wasn't like they hung around too long and then split. So anyway, yeah, Iggy Pop will open for them. You want some sperm news?
Yeah, always.
Before we get out of here?
Sperm news.
It is easy to point and laugh at what goes on in some cultures overseas, and that's precisely what we're going to do right now. Police in Zanzibar. Not this.
Not the restaurant here?
No, this amazing restaurant next door to us. Police in Zanzibar are holding 10 people over false claims that their genitals had been stolen. False claims.
Go on.
The regional police commander says the suspects were arrested the first week in April after alleging that their genitals had disappeared, accusations that led to attacks on people they blamed. So you go, well, it sounds like a victimless crime. Clearly their genitals hadn't disappeared. But then, you know, people went after the people that they accused of that, right? And so they've arrested these people. Some of the incidents were linked to criminal acts, theft and destruction of property. Like penises?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. The first complaint, a young man alleged that while he was inside a city bus, somebody had touched his shoulder, which caused his genitals to disappear, triggering mob attacks on those accused. How does word get around, by the way? It's one thing you're on a bus, you go, hey, that guy touched my shoulder and made my dong go into thin air. How do you get the word around? In a separate incident, a businessman operating in another city hired a motorcycle taxi to return home. About an hour later, a group of other motorcycle riders surrounded his house, accusing him of stealing someone's genitals. What is the big thing over there with the genital stealing? You think we got some nonsense going on over here, boy.
Genital thievery.
Yeah. People believe some crazy stuff over here, but not stealing of the genitals. When the guy went out to ask this motorcycle gang, these mobile toughs, Rob, what they were there for, they said, "You've taken someone's genitals and you must return them." He locked himself inside, but they broke in and assaulted him.
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to it.
Couldn't you just have the guy drop his pants?
Yeah.
He's stolen my genitals. Can we
Prove
see?
it.
No, you can't see. He took them. Oh, that's ironclad logic.
That's a good
There's
point.
nothing to see. He took them.
He's got them tucked.
Mm-hmm.
See? They're gone.
Police added that one of the complainants was found to have a mental health condition.
No.
Oh, well, listen, maybe their treatment in Zanzibar is not as widespread as it is over here. Maybe they don't have quality access, Rob, to mental health facilities. Also in sperm news, sperm news adjacent. We got a letter from someone. I've actually met her, a woman named Angela. Lovely. I don't remember where I met her, but I remember at a function, maybe on the Floating Fandango. And she just wrote us a letter. "My dating life needs your help. Love the show. Listen every day." Oh, there it is. Been to the booze cruise. Yeah, I've met her before. She said, "Wouldn't it be fun to have a dating segment on your show?" No. Yes, it's nothing new, but you guys have a lot of listeners. I'm so sick of the apps and the bots, and I asked myself, who would I trust to help me find true love? And you guys popped in my head. She attached a picture of her face.
She's pretty.
She's lovely. I've met her, yes.
She does look familiar.
I'm
I
not
think
going
I met
to
her
put
too.
her picture on the live stream. I'm letting this marinate with us to determine if we want to move on to the next level, Rob. I'm just throwing this out there.
I think she asked for help.
Yes.
I think we should help her.
We popped in her head. I have no interest in doing a dating segment on this show.
No.
I think it's lame. Once you open those floodgates, you get all kinds of rabble. She has no idea what she's asking us. But she is a fan.
She said, "Oh, see, you misread that. It says, and you guys pooped in my head."
Oh, pooped.
Now it makes more sense.
Man, I'm not even up to thrice daily again. And here she's got me pooping in her head. That's gross.
I think we can. There's got to be a way without doing like a dating
but
segment.
like how would we even? This is a rhetorical question because it's incumbent upon us to figure it out. But I'm like, how would we even vet? I have no interest in vetting people. That's what the apps are for. I understand being frustrated with the apps, but that's going to give you a wider and broader array than we would. I mean, we have no ability or expertise in determining who would be a good fit for this young woman.
I don't know. I feel like there's got to be something. There's something here, man.
How about you and I individually test her out, Rob?
That's not a terrible idea.
And then we move on. You thought we pooped in your head before.
Yeah.
All right, listen, I don't know. I don't have an answer for you, but I'm just passing this letter along because she sent it. And golly, there's a part of me that just feels for her because imagine, Rob, how desperate you've got to be or think you are to come to us for this.
I think it's really great. I think we have some fantastic listeners.
Don't pander.
I'm a little bit. I think it's like Lee Iacocca says, there's an ass for every seat. There's someone's out there in this audience for her.
Yes.
How we connect them is that's the question.
There's an ass for every face.
Right.
Right? All right. Well, good. Well, we'll think about this, right? We'll ruminate on this. We'll mull it over.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got her email, and we'll go from there. Maybe we can find those theoretical, amazing single male listeners you're talking about.
That's right.
And go from there. I've got to take a break. You are going to have Guardians baseball tonight. We will dip a couple minutes early to get you into your first pitch. Second of 3 against the Houston Astros. Guardians are looking for a win tonight. They went down 9-2 last night. 6:05-ish, your first pitch tonight. We will get into that briefly. And you can listen to that, of course, on the iHeartRadio app. And we'll be back after this.
The Alan Cox Show
on 100.7 WMMS.
Rover's Morning Glory.
Here's video of wrestler CM Punk slapping the phone of a fan out of his hand as the fan was trying to film CM Punk's
Cleveland, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. Call the Alan Cox Show.
I want to listen too. What's radio again?
216-578-1007 or 1-800-348-1007.
Guardians baseball minutes away. Your first pitch minutes after 6 o'clock. Guardians took a real heater up the corn chute last night. I think that's a common sports phrase, isn't it? A heater up the corn chute?
I think that's exactly,
All right.
It's a proper terminology.
But they got that Parker Messick.
Yeah. Tonight.
On the mound.
Guy is insane so far this season, man. He looks incredible.
That's great. Guardians took 3 of 4 against that Baltimore in that Baltimore series. 9-2 though. They fall to Houston last night. They will get a crack at them tonight, and then tomorrow afternoon. So Astros Guardians tonight. Shortly after 6 is your first pitch. We'll get you into that, and then the Guardians will join the Cleveland Cavaliers in Toronto this weekend. They have a series against the Blue Jays. Cavs will play the Raptors games 3 and 4 in Toronto at the Scotiabank Center there. That will be Thursday night and then Sunday afternoon. So lots going on up there and down here, of course. A lot of people with thoughts on Angela, Rob, the girl who came to us.
I got a text too. Don't you worry.
Help for the dating.
Oh, yeah. Ethan. Is she hot? Because I'm in. For sure. Yeah, well, pass her right on to Ethan.
He followed up with me. Actually, I don't care if she's hot. I'm still in. I don't know if she's a big booty Latina, Ethan. We'll have to follow up with her on that.
Yeah, I'll ask her. I'll send her a questionnaire for you.
Don't want any HIPAA violations, as it were.
Yeah, Rob. You guys were talking about maybe having a dating segment, and I agree with you. You probably shouldn't do it, even though we're probably a pretty gorgeous audience, if I do say so myself. I think you guys should have a Tradio segment once a week. Who wants my crap? I got a 70-gallon fish tank I don't want to move. Stripper Scott? Drunk Sue? Brian? Hate the show, Cotton Mold.
A 70-gallon fish tank? Or did he say 7-gallon?
70.
I've got a 7-gallon fish tank. Who wants it?
I don't want to move. That's the best part.
I don't want to move.
I got all this crap I don't want to move. Who wants it? Starts
Who
naming
wants it?
Stripper Scott right out of the gate.
Yep. Going down the list. Yeah, no, I mean, dating segments, they're not that compelling. You know what I mean?
I do like the Tradio segment.
I've done them over the course of my career, but
there's got to be a way we can do it, but not in like that traditional sense. Like that, I agree with you. You don't want to vet people. Like that sucks. It's going to take too much time. The payoff isn't going to be.
No, it's way too much work. The squeeze. Way too little payoff.
But there's got to be a way that we can help her out and sort of have fun with her at the same time.
Well, I did Lush Connection many, many years ago. I hooked up a couple of drunks, one of whom has passed away, and they ended up spending a lost weekend holed up in a hotel somewhere.
And see, that's funny as hell, right? But she just seems like a nice woman who's looking for love in all the wrong places.
All the wrong places. Wookin' Panub. Alan, tell that lady I'd gladly take her on a date to the Ponderosa in tropical Hillsboro, Ohio. There you go. Tropical Hillsboro, Ohio. Okay. Yeah, I don't have. Well, anyway, it's just rhetorical at this point, and we will figure it out. Alan, Iggy Pop was putting his body through the ringer because of drugs, not dedication to the music. I didn't say dedication to the music. I said for the fans' entertainment. When a public figure is doing drugs publicly, that is for, well, it's their own addiction, but it's also for the entertainment of the public.
Correct.
Iggy Pop was up there. And when I saw him, by the way, he was way into being stone cold sober. He was many years sober when I saw him, and he was still doing it. I couldn't believe it at the time. I was like, oh, this is going to be a subdued Iggy Pop. Nope. He was 59 years old, and he was still rolling around on glass.
Yeah, no, that's...
I'm like, good for you, bro. This is what I came to see. He couldn't reunite with the Stooges and then do a lounge act. I don't care why you do it. Salute to the people who go that extra mile for the entertainment of the masses. And on that note, Rob, I think that we've gone the extra mile and we've got to rest. I'm going to go take a schwitz, go get myself a steak, wash it down with some drambuie.
Look at you.
By midnight, and have some fun.
You'll be having that 4th and 5th BM of the day if you eat that for dinner.
Yeah. Which reminds me, I got a turtle head poking out. We got to get the hell out of here. Touching cloth, bro. All right. See, I'm a little bit off still, but, they're coming.
I tell you, that you make that your dinner, you'll be back to normal in no time. Right as rain.
I'm not eating it, Rob. I'm trying to get it out of my body.
Well,
eating
the steak and the drambuie.
I see. Yes. Yep. I'll have a slip and slide going on in there. I have a wet banana in my pants. Sure. All right, we got to go. Where can people hit you up, Rob?
WMMS Rob on Instagram.
All right. I am at Alan Cox Show on your socials. Thank you guys very much for hanging out. We will reconvene with you tomorrow. My thanks to Judy Greer. Love talking to her. Her new film is called Mabel, but she's in 4,000 other things. And always lovely. Guardians Baseball is next. This program is available wherever you get podcasts in condensed and truncated form. If you use the iHeartRadio app, you can drop us messages there. You can watch the show, this and past episodes, on our YouTube channel. And if you want to leave voicemail, the After Hours line is 216-986-8903, and that's it. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. See you in hell.
Just before we go, I'm going to go to the bathroom for a bit. Not to cry about you leaving, but just to take a huge dump. So, if you hear any crying from the bathroom, not about you. It's the dump.
Be careful of what you say. Be careful in every way. Be careful of what you do. Big Brother is watching you. Be circumspect and discreet. Stay light on your mental feet. One slip and you know you're through. Big Brother is watching you. Conform with all directives. Remember, obedience pays. And when you watch that TV screen, remember it works both ways. You'll disappear in a wink unless you can double think. You'll vanish into the blue. Big Brother is watching you.